met up, we were being awesome. I noticed some shiny daggers. We discussed where we could find some elf women with big ditties, and we went to sleep. And in the morning, we attacked the silencers, and we fought, and a lot of shenanigans happened, and a lot of people died because magic mishaps, because the ancient elf knows magic so well. And we got arrested, and we got the chat, and we were approached by Marshall. Don't remember why exactly, or maybe we don't know why, but basically, yeah, we're talking with the Marshal now.
We were talking with the Marshal because Armand invoked his noble name, which was intended.
Right, that. And we're talking with Marshall now. Oh, and we've learned that as the current prophecy goes, the king of Wendia is due to die, and we want to prevent that.
Wasn't there also something about horses on the throne with horses, or was it not meant for us, only for those who?
Well, those who saw the details. I don't know, but the details. I know that the king is meant to die, and yeah, and the specifics
also,
of the vision are whatever.
Yeah, and also in the beginning, I bullied the guard for drinks, did some arm wrestling. Then we went out with Armand. I don't know, I can't remember why, but.
Oh yeah, you went out to the city to look for something. I don't remember what.
Yeah, and basically nothing interesting happened apart from Armand got pickpocket. Attenzione, pickpocket!
It's is that you?
No, it's Giorno Giovanni.
Okay. Anyway, and we were chatting.
Yep. Anyone want to add any more details?
Can't remember anything else.
Okay, I take it as a not. So you're currently in the middle of interrogation. You were asked about magic and.
Can you pause the music or change or something?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll
it's
change.
a bit intense to be listening.
Yeah, a bit of dissonance. Now this is more in my theme.
No music though. Just beginning maybe. Anyway.
Yeah. It's just beginning. So you were asked about magic and you replied with curses. Are you cursed?
Yes.
So you believe yourself to be cursed?
Well, you're saying that we're touched by magic, right?
Sure.
Well, what else could it mean?
Well, you tell me. Have you had any experiences with magic?
You found us in the middle of anomaly.
He takes a sigh, goes to one of the guards, whispers something into the guard's ear, and the guard leaves. Okay, so let me get this straight. Honestly, the problem with silencers, you would have been given rewards for doing the country justice. But killing civilians is a crime. We don't know who killed the civilians, but that's what we're here to find out.
Look, Obviously, silencers were carrying dangerous artifacts with them, and chances are one of them detonated.
Now, please, I'm speaking. You can speak in turn.
No. What is about backward? Coming back. The filter itself, I didn't type. Okay.
I'm the one that's speaking. You can wait your turn. It's not
Well,
conversation, it's an interrogation. Now,
okay.
for the tavern keeper, we have no issues with you, so we'll allow you to pretty much leave.
I bow graciously and leave.
Fuck
Yeah.
you, man.
But before you leave, take note that you're gonna be under just a short house arrest, as well as there will be guards. You shouldn't be leaving the tavern without our approval, due to the
Yeah,
events that happened,
yeah,
as
sure.
well as security, as well as for your own security due to the silencers.
Yes, they're probably gonna come back, finish the job.
Yeah, for sure.
Thought you're gonna say that that his security can also go.
Yes, this fine fellow is my
I will deal
employee.
with the group on another level. Don't. You have no say in that.
Yes, I'm just a lowly servant of the king. I should be going.
Yes, you should.
Yeah.
Is it me, or is he looking a bit too excited, you know?
Oh,
Now, as
woe
you
is
leave,
me! Free Mayfly humans have left in the jail. I shall
now as
take a
you
shit
leave,
and they'll die from the old age.
yeah, as you leave, we'll come back to you after the current conversation. So for the next part, Armand and Stubbs, you're pretty much will get a private room as well as some further medical attention and a reward later on. Thanks for the killing of the silencers, as we
No
have no
problem.
reason to suspect both of you.
If you have any more of them, just point me that way.
Yeah,
But
keep them coming.
before we do allow you to leave, I do have further questions for clarification. And please, Armand, only answer in yes or no. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So first, to my understanding, Armand, you're the only one affiliated with the noble house, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Are you an adventurer?
Uh, yes.
Your group consists of 4 people, correct?
Uh, yes.
He doesn't consider them all people.
You have an elf in the group, correct?
I think so.
What do you mean, I think so? I said yes or no.
Well, yes.
Yes. The elf was not present during the encounter with the silencers, correct?
Yes.
Do you have a mage in your group?
No.
Okay, roll manipulation. -2.
Hmm. So 0. What do I roll at 0 again?
Skill die.
You roll 1d10.
Yeah.
And everything besides 10 fails.
Okay. So it's okay if I just draw it without the formula, right? Oh no, I fail.
Do you want to roll?
Uh, Let's say I spent fucking 5 souls to reroll.
Just do one at a time.
Okay, let's see. No,
1, 2,
no,
3,
no,
4,
no.
no,
Okay, I keep going.
5.
That's one way to burn
Uh,
all your souls.
Yeah, also just a quick note, you really don't want to roll 1 or 2. Those are catastrophic failures. If you end on that, that's very bad result.
And this
Okay.
is still a fail.
So fail.
Okay.
Sure.
He
Wait, how
looks
many
at
was that?
you straight into your eyes, essentially. So, is the alpha mage?
Yes?
So you said that you have no mages in the group, but the elf in your group is a mage.
Yes.
So is this entire conversation about with us, the entire interrogation ends up in a lie?
No?
No? Then why did you lie about the mage?
Yes?
Now answer without yes or no that question.
Well, see, it's a question of definition. If you actually consider this entire conversation, then me telling you that, okay, whatever, I have no idea. Like, these people are strange. I'm beat up. I'm not aware about their full abilities. And these days, I prefer not to ask. So maybe Elf was a mage. Maybe Elf wasn't a mage. Like, who am I to judge? Do I look like a fucking seeker or whatever? Well, I.
Well, the fact that you're a noble walking with a group of adventurers that can do things might end up essentially a big problem to your own house, don't you think? So as a noble, you should know the people that you're hanging with. Is not that not correct?
Well, this low-born rabble behaves like low-born rabble. So you expect them to be treacherous, dangerous, and always want to keep prepared for the worst, which I
So
did
you
as a true noble. So who knows? Maybe like they bugger ships, or they do magic, or they, I don't know, fucking violate the dead. Who am I there? Like babysitter?
so why do you associate with people that you consider as dangerous?
Well, as you see, there is not a huge retinue of followers with me, and they seem to be to hold their own in a fight. So,
And
and in that fight, they did service to your city. So, what's the problem there? Like, you use the tools that you have at hand.
okay, and what's your reasoning for adventuring then? What's your goal?
Well,
To
cultural
use said tools.
traditions of my people. To get in touch with the goddess of death and to find my fate out there. And sadly, fate can often be found among the rubble, the refuse, the human trash, the horrible, good for nothing, well, dangerous people that populate the world in a great amounts. And, well, you can't just annihilate them all because then we wouldn't be nobles. For us to be nobles, there have to be people under us. And that's
So,
this is just the nature of the world. Like, what do you want from me?
so let me get this straight. For reason to get in touch with the goddess of death, you decided to kill entire group of civilians.
I decided to kill them?
Well, I don't know, you tell me.
How do you imagine that? I just randomly decide to kill a group of civilians for no reason.
Well, to get in
No,
touch with
that's
the
not
goddess of death.
okay. Okay, if you want to court a woman, Like, do you just start to, well, you appear at her doorstep and you just throw fucking flowers at her or whatever? No, you go to her parents, you have a civil conversation with them, then they arrange a marriage, like they show you her portrait, like there is considerations to be made, and it's a process. So, like, the same with the goddess of death. You don't just start piling corpses. It's just bad taste. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you sully her doorstep with fucking low-born blood and shit and guts or whatever else spills out of them?
That sounds like a silver of truth. I will take it as, well, not evidence, but
Well,
I'll
maybe
take your word
Marshall.
for it.
Well, maybe Marshall did not grow up in a vacuum, and he actually knows Morana that she's not about killing.
It was more of a temptation for him to give some more evidence, essentially.
Mm.
To spill his case. Okay, as I said previously, Tulbs and Armand, you will get accommodation, some rest, and help with your wounds, as well as monetary compensation as thanks for killing the silencers. As for you,
That's
Solarius, I would like to speak with you privately as well. The guard comes back into the room that left previously. Okay, let's wait for Vitas.
This is gonna suck.
This time you're not doing the sucking.
Okay, so you're free to go, Tulbs and Armand. You will get your room as well as a reward for killing the silencers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And what about the other guy?
Solarius, I want to talk with him privately.
Okay.
I feel singled out. But
Well,
Yeah.
Solarius, do you have any questions why I left you alone?
oh, of course.
Well, what would they be?
Oh, okay. Now, your phrasing was a little odd. Well, yeah, I'm confused why you've left me, why you've separated me from everyone else, and all that.
Well, the
Why can't
question
I
of
go
your
with Sir Armand?
the question is of your magic. You might be cursed, might be something else. So it be would you allow us to essentially help you with it?
Oh, how do you mean?
Well, we do have the silver monocles that would remove all the magics that are that might affect you.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, give you essentially the guard comes holding silver monocles and he puts them on you.
Yeah. I just raise my hands like do as you will.
Okay. So, next my question is, what exactly is your role with the group?
Even out of characterness, you know. I don't know what.
Tell them you are my apprentice.
You put Tavern Keeper apprentice or Alpha apprentice?
Choose whichever my persona you wish.
Oh, yeah. Окей, лес сидирати головою. Окей, cool. Koks klausimas buvo dar kartelį, pakartot?
What is your role with the group within the group?
Oh yeah. Maršalas mato mane susimąstant. I'm like, I'm not sure I play a big role. The elf you asked about is very old, and I piqued his interest as he was traveling through my hometown back in Greekian Empire, and I study under him. Like he's very, very old and has a wealth of knowledge to share.
And
I
during
guess
our
I'm an apprentice, one could say.
And during our investigation and interrogation, you said, and I quote, elves and shit, they do bad stuff with magic and it's dangerous. Yet
Yeah.
you have a mage in the you have an elf mage in your party, and now you're saying that you study under him. And
Yes.
yet you pretended not knowing anything about magic.
I didn't say I study magic.
For sure. You So what do you study under him then?
Trying to glimpse pieces of ancient knowledge from him. Like he was part of the ancient civilizations, right? I I look around a little conspicuously, like clean a little bit, and I was like, I hope I don't get marshaled by this. But I mean, elves were much more widespread than they are now before, and that's just fascinating, don't you think?
That sounds like your end of the bargain. What's his?
He likes my perspective on things for some reason.
Yeah, if only elves were so noble to like human perspective.
That's what he told me.
So let me get this straight now. The bouncer, the tavern keeper, invited you to help him with the silencers
No,
that attacked you for no reason. But
no,
now we understand that you had a mage in the group as well as an elf.
no, sir. You got. Apologies, but you got this wrong. Townkeeper didn't invite me to help with anything. A fight broke out. I was there. I tried to help, but my sling skills are not matched for trained fighters like those assailants were. I was like, I saw these guys. I mean, I'm with these guys, and like I can't not help them, right? But as you can see, and then I gesture on my body, where like there's not really any visible cuts or anything, or like signs of any combat or injuries. Like it's not like I really got into the thick of it. Clearly, even they didn't perceive me as a threat.
Those people that didn't get into it essentially died from electrocution out of confusion.
Gali pakartot sakinį?
Essentially, those that didn't get into the fight and were confused and they died.
Oh no! Well, I helped with my sling.
Okay. So, a group of 4 adventurers, a barbarian, a noble, an elf, and some random pretty much peasant on the whim, correct? That's your group?
I guess you could say that.
Now, the issue is
I would say I'm more of a scholar, I guess, but yeah.
scholar, you say.
Well, to be fair, my education has just started, but
Education. Okay, now here's the thing. Where's the elf now?
I have no idea. He was with us when I went to sleep, I think.
Roll manipulate. -1.
Actually,
Well,
Logoy?
I was there sleeping with them.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have
but
no idea where the elf is now because he left the jail.
he
Yeah, I'm
yes,
walking
but he was
downtown.
told to go back to the tavern.
What was that?
He was told to go back to the tavern under
Well,
protection, so you know where he is.
I know where he's going, not where he is. But okay.
Wow.
There is a difference. He could, like, actually, know it is, I wouldn't know whether he listens to that
Roll
instruction or
manipulate.
not, but sure. So I'll reroll that. Uh, uh, 1 sec. There we go.
Okay. Well, then I have bad news. Your elf will be searched and found, and most likely gonna get burned at the stake as a witch.
What?
Oh no.
Why?
You might end up with him as well,
What?
Oh no.
What for?
for suspicions of being a witch, and the
Uh,
cause for the events that happened. A scholar with magical potential learning under an elf mage. I do might suspect that an elf itself is capable of magic and wouldn't cause a mishap such as the events that happened, but an apprentice mage fighting a group of silencers might not be able to do so and by accident cause a mistake, even
wait,
if that mistake was not intended. As such, we have high grounds to believe that's the case.
wait, what do you mean?
Besides,
I have, I, I have no magical source. I really wanted to have one. I tried to praying to all the gods I could think of, but no divine blessing was granted upon me. My blood isn't magical. Uh, that's I don't know it. But yeah, like I have no magical source. Like what do you mean?
give me a second. He whispers something to that knight. The knight goes out of the room. A few minutes pass. The knight goes back. I see. Well, there are situations where a magic one could use magic without a source. The fact that you know about sources is also quite questionable.
Seems like you, dear sir, are very hell bent on deeming me guilty no matter what I say. And thus, I feel like there's no point in me trying to defend myself.
I just want to get to the bottom of the truth.
And I haven't been telling you any lies. And yet, you seem to be convinced that I was the cause of the weirdness happening at the tavern or something and calling me witch. I don't know what else to tell you.
Well, we will find out, but sooner or later. For now, we will be looking for your elf friend, and from then on out, continue on our investigation.
Very well.
And you get put back into the cell
Hmm.
with silver manacles.
I understand.
Okay, for Darion, you essentially leave the door. You can roll awareness.
I can, but will I?
Well, you don't need to.
Okay, oh well.
Okay. That's not how you roll, but you fail. You essentially leave the guardhouse, nothing, you don't notice anything. Where do you go?
I go to the tavern, exactly where I was told to go.
Okay. You notice some guards keeping standing ground. The bodies were taken care of, but there's still blood from the events that happened.
So essentially, what Dario notices is the same thing like in Baldur's Gate 3 when you walk around and you get just a failed roll.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it works.
You notice that you did not notice something.
Yeah,
Quick
much.
reload your quick save.
It is too late. Wait. So to create a body that is 2 mana, no mod. Shape body is 2 mana, no mod. Incrudesting. I go inside the tavern. Do
Okay,
guards
go
follow
inside.
me?
Now guards are outside.
Hmm. What can I do? I go to the second floor, open the window. Is there any place I can teleport to that is within my sight where guards will not notice me appearing?
Well, you look outside, they did notice you opening the window, but beyond that, if you stay outside a bit, then yes, you probably could teleport.
Okay. If I use shape body without the precise word to shape the bartender as he is supposed to be, will I get the same image as I am now or not?
No.
Okay, then I'll use the precise word, which means I step back from the window, I create formless flesh. Let me roll for that. That is a success.
I'll just say that keep in mind the duration for creating the formless flesh.
Alright, wait. I'll take 1 month.
And also there are macros for these rolls if you want to.
Okay. Damn, I'll have to push. Or I'll take my spellbooks. Open them up. They don't give me any bonuses. But I didn't count the item bonus. Okay, so 5d10 to create body for 1 month. And here are the rerolls. We have a body.
Succeed.
Then I shape it to look exactly like I do.
You succeed.
I
Does shaping need duration
right.
as well?
Yes, it is with duration.
Okay.
Right, since it is only body, it can follow simple commands, and I tell him to go to the first floor and
Okay,
stand
is
there.
he a bartender or delf?
The bartender. But
Okay,
bartender.
He
The dead
goes to the
bartender?
first floor.
The bartender's cousin.
Okay, there we go.
My second persona.
Yes, okay,
Well,
bartender's
it's a
cousin.
body which enters the bar, so it's bar enter.
Right.
Yeah.
Now that guards probably see me on the first floor standing in mindless stupor, I teleport out.
Okay, sure.
Somewhere in an alleyway where nobody will see me. So that's not that expensive, to be honest. Zoom.
You succeed.
And I don't know, go to the bazaar.
That's a lot
Okay,
of
you
mana.
have
Yes, I have a bit more left.
Yeah.
you have no problem going to the bazaar.
I guess I kill time until my shapeshifting ends. Damn, that's gonna be a lot of time.
Time dies.
What?
Oh, was
You
that
said
not
you
the...
kill time.
Hmm.
I said time dies.
Time dies.
Was your
Right.
shapeshifting not transformation? For not concentration?
All right, it was. I undo the concentration. No, wait. Wait, no. I should. You know what? I just look at some random guy that looks very good, very cool, and spent my last mana to look like him. Well, almost like him because I don't use the precise. There we go. Now I am my third persona. Zbyszek Grzegorz Brzęczyszczykiewicz.
For how long this persona lasts?
For concentration time.
Okay. You're concentrating really hard.
And I walk around, pretend to be a peasant. Until my associates somehow return.
It gets pretty late. None return.
What are they doing there?
In the meantime,
Yeah, nice question to change the scene.
Well, Stubbs and Armon probably drinking some wine right now in their special quarters.
Well,
Are the special quarters nice?
Yes, they're for noble arrest.
Oh, okay. This is a nice change of scenery. Very much appreciated.
and any food?
Yeah, they give you food, meat,
I
drinks,
pocket
ale,
some.
whatever. It's good food too.
Yeah, so as much as I can, I pocket.
Okay, you pickpocket some food.
My dear companion.
I guess you're starving today. Get one fatigue.
Can I mark down some food? Like, no, I mean, it's not gonna be dried food unless there is some, like, I don't know.
No, it's not dried food, but if you don't eat, then you get fatigue, essentially.
Oh, so basically they bring us just as much as we can eat. I mean,
Yeah, it's
one
good
portion.
food, but not food to the point where you don't need to eat.
Oh, okay,
it's not a feast. It's a meal.
got it.
As for Solarius, you get some bread.
I eat the bread.
Yeah.
I forlornly look outside the cell window, up into the sky, I imagine, or the streets or something.
If there's any guards around, I would like to insist for some more food.
That we don't, we give enough food, but we have no right to give more.
You're
Well,
torturing people here. See, I'm starving.
yeah,
It's
you
a
see,
dungeon.
he's a growing boy. Like he has requirements. Otherwise, he might faint or something because of lack of food. Look at
Uh,
him. Like
I mean, you
No, you're
when
separated.
I'm
You're
hungry, I
separated.
might get angry, and you don't like me when I'm angry.
And you don't like what happens to people that kill guards. And he shows.
And if you're dead, would you care what happens after? I'm just hungry. I'm just asking for some more food. And you're like speaking about death and
Ah,
stuff like that.
he sighs. Bring this guy in some more food.
Thank you.
You get a bit more food.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, evening. Darion, what do you do?
I
Okay.
rent a room in the bar.
The guard stops you before you enter. Says the bar is off limits.
What? What happened?
A massacre.
Dear God. I hope nobody died. Is the
What do you
bartender
think a
okay?
massacre is? Get
Is the
out of here.
bartender okay?
You will get all the details tomorrow. Get out.
Hold on. I then demonstratively pass near a window and say, "Oh look, the bartender is inside. Good thing he's alive," and just scoot away. I guess if that is off the limits, any bars on the other street of this bar, so I can
Well, not on the other street, but there are some bars.
just go rent a room
Sure.
and relax.
Sure, you relax.
I need to restore my mana. I have like 1, and I'm currently writing down how it went.
Oh,
So you sleep, thus you lose the sustain spell, by the way, as you can no longer sustain it.
Hmm?
You can no
concentration.
longer
You fall unconscious if you fall asleep,
Mm.
right? So
Right. Well, I guess then I guess the concentration is over.
Yeah.
I barred the door with the chair, even though nobody has any business following this old man into a tavern, and go to sleep.
Okay. During the morning, you hear a town crier. Here, 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 here. The massacre, essentially, yesterday's massacre within the town, a suspect is to be believed to be an elf. Bring forth any elves to the guards.
Hmm.
Here, 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 here.
Hmm. Hmm. If I had 5 more mana, I could technically create a copy of myself and burn him. That's something to consider.
but sorry, what did the town crier say?
Essentially, there was a massacre in the tavern.
Oh yeah.
The suspect is to be believed an elf, and to bring that elf to the nearest guard, or to tell the guards about any elves roaming the streets.
Is an elf like a big rarity in this location?
Yes,
Okay.
and it's racist.
Well then, I redo the shape spell. I do the rerolls. And last reroll. There we go. I continue waiting for my people.
Okay. Armand and Stubbs essentially uh, first the folk harder comes to you, Armand, early in the morning and says, "Hello, have you slept well?"
Well, I mean, with my wounds, it was quite difficult.
But the treatment was decent enough, hopefully, for a noble as yourself.
Yeah, how much did I restore?
You already marked it down. It was like 2 health or something. It wasn't great.
Oh,
I think you're still in negatives. Like
so no additional healing magic
yeah.
was
I
adjusted.
think also you have an injury, right?
Mm. Actually,
Well, I think the injury was removed.
yeah, it have been removed. I mean, it wasn't crippled, like,
Oh yeah.
and I think it was supposed to be removed. So, okay. Well, I mean, you can always get a proper healer and do some healing magic on me so I am more presentable because you probably don't want nobles going around, well, in a poor state of body around your city.
Sure, if you will, so we might keep Stulbs and you here for a bit longer, feed you as well as give you medical attention if you don't mind. That's the
The,
least we can say as a thank you.
well, the accommodation seems adequate, so well, I don't exactly have anything against that. Could I get some company here? Maybe some nobles to talk to?
That might be difficult, as nobles want to keep their reputation intact, and seeing any noble going into the dungeon would be, well, let's just say poor etiquette.
Yeah, I mean, that is relatable, so I understand. I will suffer here. The,
Well, I'm a noble as well, so you have my company, I guess, if
well,
that's adequate.
Wow,
yes.
chica, wow,
Actually,
wow.
yes, if you want to share a drink or something, I'm very open to it.
Sure. He shouts to bring some wine.
No, thank you. That is quite considerate.
Now,
So,
I do have some questions about Solarius. What do you know about him? And I suggest you just answer truthfully. I'm not trying to be your enemy.
so you're keeping me here for interrogation or for civility and comfort? Because that is starting to sound awfully like interrogation. And
I'm
on that
trying to.
subject, I can tell you one thing that basically the same, that they are strange people. They may possess abilities that I am unaware of as an honest noble. I haven't been trained in any of the mystic arts to recognize what kind of nonsense they are doing. So, how can I even tell you? Otherwise, well, seems like an adequate adventurer type for the, yeah, good to have in a fight, I guess, when we protect the city from the vile uh, criminals.
So
That
you're.
that's mm,
Sorry if that sounds like interrogation. In essence, well, I do still have to do my job. And to be honest, Solarius and your elf friend, well, they're not exactly in good graces with the current events, so to speak.
see, as weak minds, it could be just as well that they're just not knowing what to say when affronted by the law, so they might be lifting a sentence from the ground, or however you say it out here. So just as well, you can assume that they're being stupid and not knowing what the hell they are implying as any kind of criminal misdoing. And we all know that the lowborn die quite easy. So my honest opinion on the subject, it could have been anything. And probably not even on these idiots. But what do I know? I am a young noble. I've been hit in the head a lot.
Well, I
Not
just
so
want to know
difficult.
more about what exactly happened. As I have the power both to save, well, all of you, but all I need is the truth to the events that happened beforehand.
Well, we were staying in a tavern. Then we got attacked. Then, as you see, I got massively wounded, but somehow we prevailed. In the chaos of battle, I'm not sure I've distinguished exactly what went off, and I am not sure I even saw the civilians die. So that's all I can tell.
Well, you were in the middle, so I don't expect you to know. But whatever
So
happened there, can you explain what was the last moment that was happening there during the moment it started happening? What were everyone doing at that moment?
fighting in the hallway,
And dancing.
door to door, basically, and we were surrounded on all sides. It was chaotic battle. I, to my shame, I wasn't as nimble at avoiding that criminal scam, and well, I've shed my blood, and I should probably keep my blood for more worthy opponents in the future. But you know, the strongest heroes are not resistant to the being overpowered by the masses. And I'm not exactly in the top of the line armor myself to just throw them away with like my armored glove, like my parents would. So it's a tough life, and uh, as usual, I'm not even sure what's happening.
To be
And I
fair,
should
it's a
go.
miracle that you're alive.
Well, you
Silencers
think?
are not exactly keen on attacking so straightforward.
Well, just a few more missed blows, a little bit less ruthless companions, and well, my part of my lineage would be broken, and I'd be dead, and then I'd be meeting the goddess of death as an unworthy youngling who barely seen the world and left his mark on it. Yes, that is
Oh.
sad.
Yeah. Essentially, the drink comes. Do you take a drink?
Yeah, sure, I take the
Take
drink.
immunity or get drunk. +1.
No poison.
No, it's no poison.
Okay,
Well, it
let's
might be
see.
roll for poison. You don't know.
Amateurish politics.
It's not really politics, it's law enforcement. Okay, where do I have the formula already? Okay, 3.
Well, there is a macro. Don't forget.
Yeah,
Okay, you don't get
that's
drunk.
it.
And
Um,
GM. And me and Armand are in separate rooms, right?
Yeah, you are in separate rooms. You're a peasant. You won't get to talk with a folk herder.
I mean, if I spend the whole day alone in a room, I guess I'm just wanking.
Yeah, it's not gonna be fun. So,
It's not
what
gonna be
was your
It's not gonna be fun for whoever looks into the cell.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. So you said that you're essentially traveling past Vendia, am I correct? Or is there
yes,
some
Didn't we stop a prophecy in this city?
Yeah, and
Yeah, you technically did, so okay.
and we also talked before the going to bed last night about having to stop the death of a king. So do what you will with that info. That
Yeah.
character.
Also, you don't want half of your party dying. Just saying.
And also you had visions yourself, so you know the visions what divisions entails.
Wait, did we mention divisions to the law enforcement?
No.
No. Okay. Uh, did we have any conversation about like what to do with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were saying that we should be cautious about saying stuff like prophecies and shit.
Okay,
It's hard
sure.
to explain these things.
Okay.
Didn't we also wanted to get involved with this prophecy? That's why we attacked the silencers.
Yeah, no, we did want to do that, but we were just talking that we don't want to be shouting, "Hey, we're following a prophecy." That generally doesn't end well. But again, yeah, that's what we talked about before. Do what you will
Yeah,
with it.
Nargle, in the end, it's your.
So I have a feeling in my bones that I might be done with the city, but the city isn't done with me. And call that just my intuition, but call it just superstitious expectancy of something bad to happen because of all the trauma that I've just experienced. But there is something in the air here, and on some level, I just want to get out of here and keep traveling. But I guess we'll see.
Sadly, that might end up being difficult due to current situations, as massacre of civilians is prohibited, as well as people want, at the very least, a scapegoat.
That is so liberal of you. Can't you have some kind of, I don't know, some retarded girl, just burn her at the stake, like somebody who just no parents is going to miss, and just call it a day? Wouldn't that be simpler on your
It
end?
would be simpler, but as a paladin of um, Hussar Knights, as a marshal to the royal court, I don't have such privileges. I serve to the king, and
That is
I enact
admirable.
justice.
That is admirable sense of honor.
That's what one does for his kingdom and for his
So
king.
yeah,
Sounds like the guy we should tell about the prophecies about. No irony.
No
well,
interference.
I mean,
Anyways,
well,
I won't take you talk essentially take your time longer. There's quite a bit I have to do. But I'll meet with you, I guess, in the evening and see how it goes, if that's okay.
well, I guess I'll stay here and look at the wall. That
Don't
sounds
worry,
good.
you will get some help.
At looking at the wall? No, that would be,
No, I mean medication and healing.
yes. Thank you. That would be very much appreciated.
Next, Stubbs, a nurse comes to your room.
A nurse.
Yeah,
Well, okay, I
this
already had an idea what I was doing, which I gave a hint before. So what she sees is a huge, like 2 meter tall guy standing like facing the wall with one arm on the wall and another on his crotch and shaking very hard.
sir, are you okay?
The shaking stops, fixes his pants, turns around slowly. No.
Bye. I'll leave you to it then. I'll come back later to mend your
um,
wound.
I mean, can I recognize that that's like somebody who can heal me? Like, do I recognize that person to be a nurse?
Are you smart enough to recognize that?
I don't know.
Then I guess no.
How do they
What?
look? Just describe how do they look and let him decide that.
It's essentially a peasant with a green dress and
Okay. Have I
a
seen
white
anyone?
band-aid on the head.
Have I seen anyone wearing green dresses before?
Probably
And who were those people?
civilians, people.
Just people.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
It,
Why
it's
did
a
you come
peasant.
here?
Um, I'm sorry. I just came here to mend your wounds.
Oh, please, please do. It hurts. It hurts everywhere.
Okay, get on the bed. I'll check and bandage and rebind
I
the
stand on the
bandages.
bed.
Well, not technically bandages, but you know what. Sure. She essentially please undress the top.
I have no top.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. And she essentially bandages you up in areas. Get some ointment, essentially put the ointment, it stings a bit, but add some leaves on it, herbs.
Can you blow as well? I mean, where it hurts, like my mama used to do
Um,
that.
I don't think that's a good idea. These
Okay.
herbs should stay. If it stings, it heals. If it stings, it heals.
Hmm.
Looking at those
So
muscles make the maid, the nurse roll a resist some things.
no, that's not that kind of RP.
I guess. I mean, I have no idea how much HP I have because on my char sheet it's full.
It was not full.
Yeah, it was. I had like 2 HP left or something.
Yeah, I don't think you went into negatives. Only Valera and Anton went, but you were really low, and then you were healed for like 3 health or something.
Yeah, so I have no idea how much HP I have in the first place.
Let's say you have 6 HP then. If
6.
what you. And it would be smart to check on the WODs. Because.
On the what?
WODs.
Oh, okay. And did they restore anything during the night? Since I guess
You
it's
restore 2 HP during the night. Or 3 HP depending on your stamina regeneration.
okay.
And for this tubed Armand, you regenerate 25 additional HP.
Okay, so the nightly is 3 HP, right? Per night.
Uh, Probably not for you though.
Depends on your stamina.
We have a variable thing. Let me find it for you.
Well, my stamina is 4.
So you regen 2.
Okay.
I think it's stamina divided by 2 rounded up.
Anyway, so it was 6 after the night. Now I rolled 4, so now I have 10 HP, right?
Then, yeah.
Okay, so I restored 3.
Okay.
So I'm at minus 11.
Oh, that's gonna take a while.
Yep.
That's why you have a
So
medic in a party, or magic.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's why it would be good to make a ward for your medic so he would not be burned.
Well, yes, I'm trying to do exactly that.
Solarius, you do have a visitor. He looks like a shaman wearing. Let me check how he's wearing. Ooh. Essentially, he is looks like a shaman wearing a headpiece with a bunch of feathers and has a long beard. And he's dressed quite nobly. So, this is the mage I've heard about. Or should I say seen? So where does your magical okay. So where does your magical potential come from, Solarius?
I'm sorry. You were talking with me. I was trying to help
Yes.
Vitas. Can you start over? I didn't hear anything. Sorry.
So a shaman-looking guy comes to you dressed quite nobly with a headpiece full of feathers and a beard looked quite old and says, "Well, is this the mage I've been hearing about, or should I say seen? So, can you tell me about your magical potential that you have? Where does it come from?"
What exactly do you mean by magical potential?
Don't play coy with me. I see the magic surrounding you. I see your power. And it's not a power like a normal mage, but of a mage that's, how do I say, went past over his brim.
Good genes?
What?
Good genes? I don't know.
You,
I
he
tried. I
laughed.
tried.
We both know, you and me, that you're a Kulden. I have seen quite a few throughout my years.
Okay, Donsa, give me a moment. Aš tiesiog numesiu jam linką.
Okay. Vitai, I just mean that you might have told the others how much
Oh.
HP you have, because if you go into the negatives, then you would probably say the number, and we would have rolled, well, not rolled, but spoken about your
Gotcha.
condition.
Yeah. Vytai, čia va channelis yra ir bus praėjusi sesija in the video section there.
Okay, ačiū.
Ar kažkur towards the end turėtų būti, kur mumis jau healino, kur jau šnekamės.
But yeah, you should have probably low HP because you fell to the ground, you lost HP, and then you get electrocuted quite a few times.
I think actually you went into low negatives, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Anyway, we were having a conversation. He was calling me Coldon.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
I don't know why. I just have a lot of mana. Not even a lot of words, man. I just keep getting persecuted wherever I go. Wah.
Time of Ash, the fantasy racism simulator.
I haven't even done anything wrong. Yeah, honestly, I need to think on what to say there. As in out of character. Can you move to Valera? Oh wait, no, we are doing the in the meanwhile thing, yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Yes, I'm chilling, having a great time. Nobody persecutes me. Also,
except the entirety of the city guard.
yeah, Rima, also, when you feel like everyone hates you, sleep.
Sleep?
Sleep. I dropped you the infographic. I think your character should go to sleep.
Like you hate everyone, eat. When you feel like you hate yourself, shower. Interesting.
Go to sleep. Don't answer that question.
Okay, so I look shit, I can't make up my mind. Okay, I'll just talk you guys through what I'm thinking. So I could try to deny the thing, but even the fact that he's telling me that I'm brimming over means that he used a spell or something to see that I have a bit more mana than I should even be able to hold safely. Which means that he knows that that's the case and that only certain people can do this. So denying that is not really gonna help me. So I could switch it up and say that, oh, I'm a mage, just like we talked before the session, and then be like, well, I didn't say anything because a lot of Coldens are actually terrible people, and I knew I would. There is a great chance that I will be burned at the stake, but since I'm being burned at the stake anyway now, it seems there's no point in hiding that.
Well, unless your friendly elf helps you.
Yeah, but then I'm a fugitive, but this way I can at least try something before becoming a fugitive. That's what I'm thinking. So that's what I will
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, well, let's not try fixing all the problems at the time. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah,
First,
that's fine.
yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, he said, uh, uh, you're a cold, and I've seen quite a few in my time. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. I like I narrow my eyes a little bit. Look him in the eyes and go. And what if I am?
Well,
why would anyone admit such a thing? It's a death sentence, no matter what kind of person you are.
well, seeing now as you're pretty much sentenced to death, is there a problem with admitting?
Maybe there is, maybe there isn't.
So how about you tell me more about your group, about the elf, and we might find, how do I say, um, way for you to survive.
What way would that be?
Well, it's not I'm who's desperate enough to survive. So maybe first you tell me the answers that I seek, and then we can discuss about the ways that you might survive. Doesn't that sound better than nothing?
Sounds like you're looking to. Uh, oh wow, I'm liking English. It looks like you're trying to take advantage of me.
Well, of course.
I
If
help
I
out.
didn't,
I
I
help out.
wouldn't be give.
Oh, sorry, go.
If I didn't, I wouldn't be giving out this generous offer.
You didn't really tell me what the offer is. All I'm hearing is that I helped prevent King's assassination from foreign agents such as silencers, and I am to be burnt at the stake as a witch. Well,
What do you mean by
that
King's
will teach me how to try and help others.
What do you mean by King's assassination? Who's trying to assassinate a king?
Spill the
Well,
beans.
wouldn't foreign nations such as Volkia benefit from the death of the Volkian ruler? Especially, and
Depends.
we've just recently come into information that he's due to die sometime soon, and we just so happen to run into silencers.
Where
Coincidence?
did you
I
learn
think
about
not.
such? The king is indeed sickly, but where did you get the information that he's gonna die soon?
Two
Huh?
sources, motherfucker.
I'm not exactly sure myself. I was told by one of my companions. So
Two companions. Two.
Which ones?
Stubbs
I'd like to.
Stubbs didn't really provide a lot of information, I
No,
imagine.
no. Armand provided information, and I did provide information, and we told the
Oh,
same story.
oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that happened because I remember getting it from you. I
Yeah.
did. Uh, well, the elf that uh everyone is so looking for, keen to find, was the person who I've heard this from.
Delph.
Yes.
Well, then
Oh,
it is.
you're not aware. It seems, guys. What catastrophe did we prevent? What was the thing that we stopped from the whole thing?
I remember that we fought a Koldun. I don't remember which prophecy it was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just recently we prevented yet another catastrophe from falling upon this great nation. It was Cauldron rampaging right nearby, and well, we took care of that. As I said,
So
not
your
yeah. There we go.
so your goal is to prevent catastrophes such as Holden's ravages as well as the king's death, so to speak.
Well, I mean, if the place I live in is about to get destroyed, wouldn't it be in my best interest to stop it from happening? I want to live as well,
Well, of course.
despite the accusations and prejudices I might be receiving.
Well, as a shaman and a chaplain of King's Court, I take your information quite seriously. But due to the current situations uh, and I will prolong essentially the burning for you, and we might have some conditions that would allow you to leave and your elf from the city. As for the king's assassination, well, I will see sure that the things won't happen.
Yeah,
Does
I'm
that
sure he has
sound
tools against silencers.
does that sound good enough?
What do you mean leave from the city?
Well, pretty much you and your elf, as well as your partners, will be leaving the city. You were never in the city to begin with, and another elf will be burned at the stake.
See, that would be acceptable.
Good to hear. Now, please tell me where's the elf?
I have
I
no
want to
clue.
speak with him about the events that transpired, as
Oh,
well as give him, as well as learn about this crisis you foretold.
I have no clue. But thinking on that, uh, I know where else you could learn more about this. Do you mind taking these off? As they've been awfully hard on my wrists.
He says only for a moment, and he essentially tells the soldier to unlock the cuffs.
Aha! No, I'm just messing around. Uh, yeah. Well, I mean, but there's no way to prove that had stopped Roscoe invasion. So yeah. Uh,
Well, he's a smart guy. He can check.
yeah, I like touch around my wrists. They're obviously very stiff. Thank you for this.
By the way, you're over your mana capacity, right?
Yeah, but
So
not to that much. I need to be
yeah, but still
right.
there's rules that create
If I'm 10 plus, if I'm more
okay,
by 10, yeah.
okay,
For each 10 mana over the limit.
okay, but you're not over 10, okay.
No, I'm like over by 2 or something like that. Just
Okay.
barely. 4 by 4, sorry. Yeah. Well, if you want to hear more, you might want to talk with my my traveling companion, Armand, Sir Armand. He seemed to know more about this. Maybe he discussed it more with an elf, maybe something else. But yeah,
Mm, I'm thinking. Okay, I'm sure I will. It is of dire importance, after all.
and take uh take good care of the king. It is of critical importance. While I did say that the silencers might have been the danger he's facing, I cannot be sure. It
Well,
might
of
be something
course,
else entirely.
I will have to speak with those that what know more details, and hopefully we will save the king. By the way, roll insight.
See, insight. I'll reroll that.
Okay, it's subtle, like really subtle, and his tone is well, old, gurgly. But when you say save the king, you see a slight smirk as he's not being serious at all.
Okay, well, he doesn't take me seriously. Yeah.
Well, not exactly doesn't take you seriously, but the whole saving the king thing.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Yeah, okay. And he leaves you without the cuffs for now. Says the cuffs will be back on in an hour. So
Wait, is he holding the cups?
no, he's not holding the cuffs. He
Yeah.
told the guard to remove the cuffs.
Yeah. Okay.
And don't do anything stupid that you might regret. I'm trying to save your life.
That's why you don't go randomly telling your visions to people.
Dude, I want to be burnt on the stake. If I'm burning, you're going down with me.
Well, he is the witch too. Except Scopes.
Darian, let's play with. Darian, yeah, let's play with you for a bit.
Okay. So I'm sitting in the tavern enjoying the supper I paid 1 coin for. That's very good soup. I wonder what my friends are doing. I should probably. Yeah, it's probably enough time to realize they are not coming back from that place. So let's devise a rescue operation. Okay, I finish up, I stand up, and I go near the castle that we were being kept in? The keep? What was it?
Jail.
Well, it's technically jail
To
within the
guardhouse.
guardhouse.
Yeah.
A guardhouse. Okay, that makes it easier. And I observe it. Who gets in? Who gets security checks up? Who doesn't? Is there any back entrance for the staff? Just trying to find a weak spot for me to change my appearance and walk in undisturbed.
It's backed into the wall. There's only one entrance and exit. They're wearing basic armor, except for the marshal and the priest, but you don't see them for now. Well, the marshal is leaving, and he has his horse, completely plate armor. Essentially, he's a hussar knight, so.
Okay.
And when he leaves, there's 2 guards next to him that leave as well.
Mm-hmm.
Also hussar knights.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not.
Others,
Yes.
others pretty much guards. When walking, how long do you wait there?
For my companions, I can skip sleeping. At least one night.
Okay, essentially, when it's mealtime, there's cooks and chefs come in to feed the guards as well as the prisoners, but
Right.
the guards seem to know the people, and they walk in a bit of a more grouply manner. But they're dressed in civilian clothes.
Mm-hmm. Will
But for
my
the insides, you don't know.
will my robes suffice? How are they dressed? Just simple civilian clothing, right?
Yeah, it's simple civilian clothes.
Okay, wait. Let me check. Buying clothing, shaping myself as one of the cooks. As they leave, then come back, say, "Oh, I have forgotten an item. Can I go back?" And then I go in, and what next? It's not really. There's much I can do.
Sorry, just testing.
What if my friends are already dead at this point?
Just leave the seat.
Well, it's not the first group I'm abandoning.
Look, you know that there would be public execution if they're awake. So likely not dead yet. Are you
Right.
about
But there is a public execution of me, and I am pretty sure I'm not captured yet.
Well, you made precautions for that.
Wait.
Oh, you could have brought it up. Okay, now I see. He looks intense.
Uh, anyway, 5-minute break, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's a good time, and Valera is off, so I'll just write so everybody would know. Okay.
Okay. So,
Yeah, sorry about that.
5-minute break.
5-minute break. Too bad I'm not smoking anymore.
Hmm.
But then I guess I'll go refill my water.
Okay, I'm pretty much back. I'm gonna be eating for a bit, but I'm back, so you know. I hope today's session is fun for you guys.
Not sure yet.
Not sure. Painful, right? But
A
I'm
little.
trying to be fair.
Oh, that's fine. No, it's just I'm not a huge fan of encounters like these because it's always, a struggle in a point where like, well, sure, like I could kill this or that person or whatever and escape and whatnot, but then what? Deal with everything as a fugitive? That's even bigger pain in the ass, So then you have to go on with these things and play them out. And then those characters in positions of authority then flaunt their power onto you, and you're like, well, okay, yes, I'm dealing with this because otherwise I'll have to deal with the 10,000 city guards, so there's that for me at least. So
But
these are all these sort of situations are always a fine balance. It's very easy to go too much.
well, I'm trying to be fair,
No,
give everybody enough attention, and in
that's
the
fine.
end, there needs to be consequences for mistakes. To
That's
some
fine.
extent. Not like Falls Rock, everyone dies, but to think
No, that's fine.
after what happens, to think, should I do this again?
Should I do what? I didn't do shit. I was
Well, yeah,
using
you didn't do,
a
but
sling. Yeah. No. Also, just to think, and you might have good reasons, but also just in case it's worthwhile. It might just in case it might be worthwhile reevaluating some of these things at some point. It feels to me like sometimes, like, let's say those characters in authority that we meet, they always know absolutely every single detail out of, I don't know, let's say when they shouldn't, or like out of questionable positions or whatever, so it might be completely valid, but it doesn't always also display that way. So yeah, that's all.
What was that all about?
so
Don't worry about it,
for,
it's fine.
for the magic and all that, the priest was
It's fine. You don't
there
need it.
during your investigation.
Dude. You don't need to give us explanation. That's fine. Just
Essentially, I want to say that whatever was asked of you, whatever the person know and the reason for those roles are
as
explained within the events that were happened outside
as
of your field of view.
as long as you have a reason, that's fine. It's just as long as it's not, it's like, aha, fuck you guys,
No,
try to scream your way through throughout, because it feels sometimes it can feel like, oh, this is a big secret that I've been careful about, and well, I guess it's not a secret at all. Anyway, go.
okay.
Valera is back. You
So
wanted to jump to Valera.
yeah, we did a bit of Valera, but let's continue. So I guess evening goes. There are walls and there are windows. Probably you would think that they go to the cells below, but it would be really hard to know what's below those within those windows as you cannot reach them directly. Does that make sense?
I guess.
As in the windows are too high.
Yeah,
Okay, sure.
but they're small enough to think that they're windows to the cells.
Hmm. How far away are they?
Not 2 meters, 2 meters and a bit
Away from me?
in height. As for distance, well, it's somewhat of a small field. The guards are patrolling those areas, but it's not too guarded.
Now, how far away from me are those windows?
Currently, well, you're looking from quite a distance. You
Okay,
don't go near them.
if I come to the as near as I can without causing a alarm, how far the windows are from me?
You could come near them, but if you touch them or try to touch the wall, probably would cause an alarm.
Okay, so I can walk up to the wall
Yeah,
that contain those
you can
windows.
walk up to the wall.
Okay. And you said they are 2-3 meters in height, right?
Yeah, 2 and a bit.
Okay. Um. Stolps!
Mhm.
Stolps! I throw a rock. No, I don't. Stolps!
Can I hear anything?
No, because you're on the second floor where rich people are.
Do I
Okay,
see
how?
windows here?
They have windows quite normal sized, but it's much higher.
Are those windows? Do they have what are they called? Like, is it
Blinds?
You
cage
cannot leave through those windows or
Oh,
jump off.
bars. I mean,
bars?
Yeah,
Do they
they
have
have
bars?
bars.
Okay. Okay.
Well, not exactly bars. I guess imagine stone windows, so I need to camera.
Stone
Just
window?
small openings, essentially. Many small
Like a
openings
hole?
between the stones.
Okay.
So not a
So-
window, just a hole in the wall.
It has glass, so mosaics,
wow,
etc.
that is
But
fancy.
That is fancy indeed. Well then, if nobody answers, I pretend to be drunk and start screaming, I'm looking for my bodyguard and apprentice! And a nobleman!
um, Solarius, you do hear some idiot shouting. You don't recognize the voice, but you hear someone shouting.
So okay, quick question about my situation. So I'm in a cell alone.
Excuse me.
Why? So where? How does whatever? What are my surroundings?
It's pretty much a wet, damp cell in the underground. There's a small window 4-5 meters above you.
Oh, and I'm guessing that window as that hole is into like maybe the street level, right? You know, this is the
Yeah,
floor. Yeah. Okay, I see.
and you're down below in the.
Okay. Well, and I'm locked up, and I imagine by now I have manacles back on.
Yes, you have manacles, silver manacles on, and there's a guard patrolling the area.
Controlling the areas. Okay.
Well,
Um.
there's more cells than one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, uh, I look out that the guard wouldn't be looking here, but and I'm not gonna shout out, but I'm gonna pick out, I don't know, a bigger pebble that I see and just throw it out that window onto the street in vain hope that this would be uh, noticed. And as I do, I go into a loud coughing fit, trying to raise the noise, but not suspicious. Not raise suspicion with a guard.
Well, it doesn't exactly raise suspicion, but the guard does look at you and continues onward. As for Valera, you do roll awareness maybe +1. You hear nothing.
Well, I guess they're dead then. Jesus Christ, can't survive a single jailbreak.
What jailbreak?
Exactly. Well then, should I go avenge them? They were my only friends in 1,000 years. Well, they were shitty friends, and I go back to the tavern. I need more mana to rain my vengeance on this jail.
Okay. Stoves and Armor, you get some food.
Wait,
You got
do I get a chance to listen what's happening outside? And I do imagine the place is pretty fucking, you know,
okay. Let's say
quiet.
Armand, you can roll and Stoves, then both of you can roll awareness with -2.
Ooh.
Okay, so kill die. Okay, sure. Um, uh, I'm guessing not.
Yeah, the room is quite high above, and the windows are sealed, so sound cannot pass so easily to hear anything.
Wait, you mentioned that there are normal windows.
Yeah, but
Not
they're
normal. They're just holes in the walls.
With window.
glass.
With glass. Technically window.
Okay, okay, sure. Yeah, okay.
You get attention. For Armand, a shaman comes into your room and says, "Are you Armand, perchance?"
Well, yes, I am. Who is asking?
"My name is El Ertik Mulstrong, and I'm the chaplain of the king."
Okay, prop up the journal entry so everyone will see.
Yeah, sure, I'll just give you to everyone, but here's the guy.
Uh,
And I have spoken with Solarius Domini, well, Solarius, and we became quite acquainted with each other. And he's told me that you saw a crisis that will happen to our king.
No, that's not
well,
what I said. I said that he was providing some extra details, and I didn't say where he knows this from.
Yeah, essentially, um, Solarius told me about a king's death, and he provided that you would know more about it.
I would know more about it. Like, see, I'm not magically trained. I'm not magically attuned. I'm not a mage. Sometimes when I get hit hard, I experience strange visions, but I'm not the one to interpret them. And those strange people with me, sometimes they put words into my mouth that, well, I probably didn't speak exactly in those terms. So, yes, there has been a strange uh, feeling, and I might have uh, experienced something of a vision, I guess, but that is perfectly normal for someone who gets hit in the head a lot. And that vision just was thrones and horses, which is the most generic thing a noble can come up with. Like most our life is thrones and horses. So whatever that scoundrel has come up with, I'm not sure I've put it that way. So exactly what do you want me to tell you? Because that is
Well,
just strange to consider. Well, you seem like a specialist in your own field, so you tell me, like, how do Is it like, is it an illness? Can it be helped with? Or what? Or- I'm not sure.
There's no help for you, my friend.
That is
Only madness.
here. That is very sad to hear, but I hope that eventually at least I will get to meet the goddess and fulfill my fate. But I think nobody said that you have to be sane for that.
But my purpose is to help you help your friend. So
I
if you
mean,
have any
you're cool.
information, that would be helpful.
Like what? I already told you that there was a fake. I guess you can call it vision, and I told about it to, well, my companions, which was probably a big mistake. But when people are drinking, and after some bloodshed, and then push comes to shove, even we noble sometimes forget that we shouldn't share our conditions so openly. And then they start calling them visions and put meaning into them or whatever. I don't know. Again, like exactly how is this supposed to work?
He sighs. So pretty much they played on your visions that are complete nonsense.
I don't know. You tell me.
They're complete nonsense.
Well, if you say so, you seem to be an expert in complete nonsense.
Touche.
So,
Well, seeing how it is, I suggest you and Stoops to simply leave town. There's nothing here for you two.
well, again, I will follow your advice as I would have followed an advice of my physician back when I was a child. So, noted, I will try to retreat from the city when I can. So, can I leave now?
Do you want to leave?
Well, I'd like to get more healing, but if that's not an option, I guess I will carry my wounds through the city and head out on a journey.
Well, I guess you're a noble. You can find a place to stay if need be. Guards, bring in the money.
Oh,
And a guard comes in with a bag of 50 gold coins. This is a
uh,
reward for you to killing the silencers. Use that money wisely, and I suggest you to go on your way and forget what has happened in this
one more
scenario.
thing. Was that an isolated group of silencers, or should I be worried that they might want some revenge?
They
Uh,
have nothing to do with you.
okay, so killing them is open season, right?
Just don't kill any civilians.
Do I look like I do that usually? I mean, I know some of my family used to have that habit, but me myself, I'm very partial to it.
Can you repeat that?
Well, see, I really don't want to, so I guess I won't
Don't want to what?
kill any civilians.
Okay, okay. Well, If that's good for you, the guard will escort you outside.
Well,
I have a matter with your friend as well.
okay.
And
I
he goes to Stoops.
I had the money somewhere deep in my stuff, and well, yeah, I exit the cell, I guess.
Okay. And Stoops, you see a shaman looking thing, scrawny little guy, but quite old, and exudes some aura of presence. Comes with a guard, says, "You are free to leave. As a reward, here's 50 gold coins for slaying the silencers. I would suggest you leave town the moment you are able to do so."
Okay, and how about my friend Solarius?
With Solarius, I'll deal with him myself.
What do you mean, deal with him?
Well, we had a deal. I asked Armon for more details, but essentially, the information that was given was pure, well, nonsense, so to speak. So I'm looking another way that I could strike another deal with Solarius.
Can I say goodbye to him?
No,
Why not?
this is not a picnic, as he
Yeah,
leaves.
exactly.
Essentially, he ignores you and just simply leaves. The guard gives you the reward and says, "Follow us. We will escort you outside."
Ах ты сука!
I still want to say goodbye to my friend.
Sorry, sir, but we have there's nothing we can do about that.
Well, what do you mean? There's nothing you can lead me to him. I say goodbye, and that's it.
That's
You
not
can
how
do
it
that.
works.
And how does it work?
Me moving you outside. If your friend is also allowed to leave, he will leave as well. Does that sound good enough for you? Or are you trying
Yeah.
to say goodbye as in a deathbed or something?
Well, I'm not sure what you're planning to do with him.
I don't know what's gonna be happen to him either. I have no information about that. I'm just a lone I'm just a guard.
Okay, fine. I leave.
Yeah.
So,
Darian, you notice how Armand and Stubbs leave there.
well, I'd like to talk to Stabs about like what exactly transpired here and how are we getting the rest of our companions
I don't
back.
know. After we ate, I jerked off for a whole day. Some person came up, bandaged me, left, and then I stayed there for another day, I think. I'm not sure how long has passed,
It's
and then they
currently
let me
evening.
out. And they still have Solarius in there, and they didn't tell me what they're planning to do with him, but it seems that they're not planning to let him go. I think
Okay,
we have
second,
to.
Also,
just a
your
second.
weapons are returned to you. Okay.
And Darion saw us at the entrance, right? At the exit.
Pala, to si Grish.
Aš galvojau pradėti kažką, bet galvojau, wouldn't be smart to vienam ten vidai pradėti, kai kiti laukia stovi ir nežino, kas vyksta.
Mhm. Ir būtų tas pats iš esmės, kaip aš, kai nuėjama man tuos manacles, bandyčiau išžudyti visus tenai toje kameroje.
But everyone seems to be an asshole.
Because they can be.
One
Pretty much.
Molotov at the doorway should solve it.
Yeah, there's only one entrance. One entrance, one exit.
One barbarian in between both. Yeah, people are assholes. What's new?
Okay, I'm back.
Okay,
Welcome.
Welcome back.
so Armand and Stubbs, you get your weapons back and you pretty much leave the place.
Do I
So-
see them leaving?
Yes, you see them.
Oh. At least some of them are alive. The more capable ones, I think.
Bitch.
At the moment, I'm
Old
not
By the
feeling.
way, your camera is off. Is that okay?
Yeah, just that's by design. Okay, so do we try to free the low life who gets stuck there?
Yeah, we have to. I mean, we're not gonna leave just somebody behind. I mean, I just thought if I start something alone, I might not be able to do much since did not recover.
Quick question: are you just doing this straight out, step outside of the guardhouse and immediately start chatting about this?
I'll assume
Well,
they're far away from.
I guess.
well,
I guess
yes.
I approach them.
I guess it depends more on Armand than me because I don't care.
Okay, so basically, I'm talking about filing a complaint and going through the bureaucratic chain. I have no idea what my big and burly companion has in mind. So
Uh,
we can.
Armand, there's some random dude standing next to us.
Yes. Just some random dude comes to you and stands there menacingly.
Do you have
Hello. I am Grzegorz Brzęczyszczykiewicz.
Oh,
What was the name again? Can you repeat
Oh,
that?
Grzegorz Brzęczyszczykiewicz.
how do you spell that?
B-R-Z-E-C-Z. And
Okay,
so on.
okay, Grzegorz. Do you want
No,
something?
not Grzegorz. Grzegorz. There's a G in the front.
Okay, Grzegorz.
No, not
Grzegorz.
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 Grzegorz. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Grzegorz.
There we
Okay.
go.
Okay, Grzegorz. What do you want exactly? Like, I'm not giving you money. Like, do,
Yeah.
d-
Don't you recognize me? It's a me, Mario.
who the fuck is Mario?
It's me, Darian.
Okay, Darian.
I think Darion was taller.
I think this might be some sort of weird trick by the local authorities to find out if I don't know.
Look. I see Solarius is not with you. Is he dead?
No,
Wait, is this part of the interrogation? Wait, if you're undercover, you're by law you should tell me that you're undercover.
Okay, if you really Darium, with whom did you sleep 2 nights ago?
With you, my darling.
Okay, that's him.
How do you know they didn't capture him and like didn't make him recount? Tell him something that only he can know. Like that isn't so easy to deduce. Like,
Like
come
to
up with.
deduce that we were spooning. I
Well,
mean, how
yes.
would anyone would know that?
Who would
Yeah, it's a
deal with you?
secret
You're
between
so
only
ugly
two
and
of us.
a giant muscle-bound man. Like, who wouldn't? See, if we had some magical technology to warm ourselves at night, like then it wouldn't be an issue. But otherwise, you're warm. Like, who
Okay,
wouldn't
next
live with
next
you?
night I'll sleep with you then.
Oh, thank you. That would be like my cousin back in the day. Okay, sure.
Only cousin, no uncles.
No, my uncles were distinguished.
Okay, I'm
No,
pretty sure that's really him.
okay.
Hold on. Do we
Yeah, well,
break
they
Solarius out and burn down the jail? Because
yes.
I'm into more carnage right now. I'm into market of destruction, utter obliteration of the Vendian state.
I
I'm
don't. I
fine
don't
with
even
that.
know
They were
you.
basically starving me there. I mean, they were refusing to give me food, so they were
Barbarians.
No, they
torturing
weren't.
me.
You were fed out better than you usually are during our travels.
Those savages.
And
Uh,
basically, they trying to get something out of Solarius. They didn't like what he said. They didn't believe him or something, and they trying to make some sort of deals with
Mm,
him. So, but at this moment, it's just hanging on
a
a
deal.
thin line, I think.
and your answer to that is mass murder.
Yes.
That
I
is.
mean, they didn't even let me say goodbye to him before I left. They said it's impossible, and it's a
I
We
pity
have to
because
save him.
We have
We
to
got we
fire
got
everybody.
we gotta save Solarius.
yeah.
Yes, through proper diplomatic means.
No. Look. You take your whatever you're armed with, a spear, and we go
Down
to
to
the
the
door
ruins.
and we kill people.
Are you, by chance, can you heal me to the state where it would make any sense for me? Because I'm feeling quite beat up and not in a condition to actually assault a heavily fortified.
Well, I'm not on my top of my game as well, but I don't know. I can give you some of my bandages.
I'm not sure that is going to help with these fools. Like I'm not as opposed to actually causing some trouble just on the basis of how shit the
So,
local
what are
healthcare is
you
or
offering
proper
to
blah
spend
blah
the night in a bar to heal up a bit more and then do the deed?
blah. Well, okay. So
And maybe by chance they will strike a deal and he will be
okay.
let out.
Ah, you
Yeah.
got.
Stolps speaks wisdom. Let's wait for an hour. If Solarius doesn't walk through these doors, we kill.
We
An
kill
hour.
who? Why
We
we kill?
kill everyone who bears the insignia of a raven. No, wait, not a raven, an eagle.
A bird.
A bird, yes.
A bird of some kind. I'm sure that is so reasonable, and your mother is very proud of you.
I have no mother. I am a firstborn.
What?
I have no parents. I just am.
So this is the wisdom of ages you want to tell me?
No. Wisdoms will come later. Now we kill.
Yeah. So okay.
But no, not now. Like maybe in an hour if Solarius doesn't walk through this door. We have to avenge him if he dies.
Did he leave a testament or something?
He wanted us to have his stuff.
I believe
Uh,
that.
did he actually want you to go on a murderous rampage because of him?
I would go for a murderous rampage because of you, and I really hope you would go on a murderous rampage because of me, because that's what friends are.
Murderous
That is,
rampagers?
yes, murderous rampagers. That sounds like an interesting definition of friendship. My tutors probably taught me a bit differently, but I guess as like an old and wise elf, you know better.
Yes, we know a lot about mass massacres. But
Okay.
anyway, I digress. 1 hour. We wait.
Is there like some place from which we can observe the whole establishment?
Do you perhaps know where Solarius was in a cell? So we can go next to his cell, and maybe I can do some magic, like
Well,
call
he
him to the
refused.
window, and if I have a line of sight to him, I could teleport him to us,
Okay,
and we are on our way.
can we together deduce where he was kept?
Well, at
You don't
first,
know where
all
he.
okay. At first, all three of us were kept in the same cell, and then when we were brought out of it, two of us were brought together upstairs, and Solarius was brought somewhere else. But at the same time or separately, did we see?
y-
Like,
You didn't see because you were inside your well, noble cells,
oh,
and all you knew that the folk harder were speaking with him. Where he brought, you don't know. It might be up, it might be down, it might be nowhere.
okay.
You haven't seen him since.
Okay, so do you have some kind of tracking spell? Like,
No.
can you turn invisible and like walk around and find him?
No.
Or steal the image of a guard and like walk around as a guard undercover and find our group.
Yes, but there's a nuance that I'll be a guard in my robes.
Do you mean a guard in your robes?
Well, it would be weird for a guard to walk around a prison without his armor.
So you can't can only copy faces but not the armor. Well, the
Yes,
clothing.
they are attire. Yes.
Okay. So no illusion magic for that or something.
Nope.
Well, that is regrettable. I guess we wait for some guard to go off duty, then wait for him in some alleyway, jump him, strip him. You take his clothes, go back to work, and be like, "Oh yes, I forgot my favorite mug. Let me look around where I left it. It was my mother's mug."
Uh-huh. Well, now you're thinking with murder. I like that.
I said exactly nothing about murder.
So you want to just strip a guy and leave him there,
No,
unstabbed, unpunched.
what? Are you homicidal maniac of an elf? Is this how you bear the weight of the ages? You just keep murdering whoever looks fine with
Ar-
you?
Armand, I'm a void elf.
So
Okay, you
that's
don't know what that means. Am I right?
yes. Why
Well,
would I?
my sins were so great that the collective memory of my race was wiped from your race. That is why you don't remember who void elves are. Now, we murder a guard or we murder the jail. Choose.
Okay, sure. I will guess that this is the lesser evil to murder a guard.
Great. Well, you don't know. Maybe he's a rapist. Maybe he's a pedophile. How can you know? Maybe we are doing a great deed.
I think they all are.
Rapists and pedophiles.
Yes.
I really don't think so. They seem like nice people.
They starved stoves for 2 days.
He's exaggerating.
Yeah, I think I lost weight while in there.
Oh god.
You see a massive belly.
I sincerely doubt that, but I guess.
Okay,
Anyway,
so
we
Solarius,
wait for 1 hour. What happens?
the priest comes back to you.
Oh, to me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have spoken with Armand about his, well, more about what he knows. And sadly, he didn't give me any information. In fact, he said that his visions are, well, nonsense.
Visions?
I never said that, but okay.
Well,
Well,
not
you
surprised.
pretty much implied that you don't know anything, you just saw something.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, it's not surprising if anyone with anything related with that, with if anyone says or does anything abnormal and you threaten them to burn them at the stake, it's not surprising that that's what he said.
Well, it's not exactly like I was threatening him burning at the stake.
Well, I don't
Although
know.
burnings are
My
quite a
experience.
commonplace here.
Well, my experience, that's what happens. Doesn't matter that you just saved the country from a grave disaster. The very next day, you might be burnt at the stake. Makes you
Well,
think, huh?
sadly, it's hard to, well, help with so little information. It's hard to help you with so little information and with nothing exactly to gain. Do you
I
have
mean,
anything that could aid me? At least
I have
money.
I have a lot of accusations with no proof against me. That's what I have.
Well, there's proof. Well, words of a court marshal as well as a chaplain as myself are enough evidence.
So you could just point the finger at a random passerby and they are suddenly burning at the stake. Interesting.
If
Maybe.
that is needed, it shall happen.
Very well.
It's not democracy.
What is
What is a
democracy?
democracy?
So, do you have anything that I could latch on to?
No, I told you everything I know.
That is difficult indeed. Difficult indeed. And there is nothing for me if I tend to release you either. Now is it?
Only your
Or could you
salvation
give
will.
me something that would, well, benefit me in
Well,
helping the king?
we've already helped the country once.
It's only your word for it. There's no proof.
But so now thinking off the top of my head, there was some sort of call done, so we didn't put any details to it, and we could come up with something like that. That they had some sort of, I don't know, secret lair or some shit where they were conducting their stuff. So I guess I could point to that, but yeah, I'll just go with that. Well, you'd say that, but that's not exactly true.
What do you mean by that?
Well, Holden had to operate somewhere, didn't he?
Yes?
Well, I'm sure his body is not yet consumed by by the wild dogs or something, in his lair.
And where's that lair? Do tell.
It's 93.816 longitude.
Oh, I know that place. Quite. It's not too far away. Although I will check on it and will report to you on my findings tomorrow.
You have 1 hour until
Uh,
let's fly.
Sure
and
thing.
he leaves.
I totally believe you.
Well, there's nothing that I said was a lie now, was it?
Well, there's nothing I said that was a lie either. Well, but look at where we are.
There were quite a few predicaments in your scenario. Even if you're an innocent person, being a Colden in itself is a great sin. So you cannot blame the people for wanting to burn you.
Ah, you see, there's that prejudice I was talking about earlier, rearing his head,
It's not prejudice, it's
and you
really.
and you wonder why people don't confess to the stuff like that.
Well, you know a rapist won't confess either way either, so.
That's
I
not
mean, a
comparable.
criminal will never confess anything either way, but it's still a crime.
Sure thing. I'm sure everything you're doing is unblemished in the name of justice.
Keep this attitude and I will rethink my helping hand. And he leaves.
Hmm?
He leaves.
Yeah, I heard.
You outside see an old man leaving the place. Both Armand and Stubbs, you recognize him. Darian, you don't. But he does recognize you as you talk with someone, some stranger, and he looks. Then he changes his. Essentially, he looks at you, and goes back to walking.
Hey, that's the picnic guy. That's the guy who let me out and refused to say goodbye to.
Oh, kind sirs, please give me money. I have nothing to eat.
Marius.
My family's dying. My son has cancer. Please spare some coins.
1 hour passes.
Yeah, well, wait, stop. I mean, are we gonna do anything about that guy? Are we gonna follow him, kill him, or something?
I'm not particularly stealthy, but
Neither I am, but I mean, if he's dead, he's dead. So no matter
Well,
how good you play.
if he passes us, I approach and beg from money from him as well. Please, sir, I see you're very powerful and noble and influential, not unlike me. Please give me money.
He looks
mm,
at you. I recognize that power. I think we have met somewhere before, haven't we?
Please, sir, give me coin. 1 coin is enough.
I have no coins to spare you. I'm busy. Checking. I'm busy enough. Your friend. Well, let's just say it all depends on him.
that is just.
That'll be enough, thank you. And then go back to the to the group. So Solarius is kind of alive and well, but this guy is checking on something.
So
So
are we not killing him?
I guess we can tame our rage for a bit longer.
I thought kill him, take his robes, dress you in those robes, and you go and let him out.
You see, when a person looks at you and sees the weight you're carrying just with his bare gaze, that is a sign that he is a person not to fuck with.
Okay, I'm confused. Gaze, fuck with. Okay, yeah, okay, fine.
Let's just go to the tavern, have a nice chat, and wait for Solarius there.
Get
Eat,
some sleep. Anyways, things happened. You at the tavern do anything?
Eat.
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 Sleep.
Shit. Okay.
I go to the barkeep.
Hello? Is there anything you need me for?
What is the strongest alcohol you have?
Ooh, he looks.
Anything that has a word Odrin in its name.
Odrin? Well, I don't know if that's called Odrin, but he leans. Depends on how much money do you have. I might have something exquisite.
My guy, I have all the money you need.
50 gold coins.
50
For a
gold
bottle.
coins for a bottle of mysterious liquor. What does it do?
Let's just say it's so strong enough that even one single drink can make a dwarf pass out.
So is it psychotropic, stimulant, painkiller?
Those are
One
big
way to
words.
find out.
Hold on for a minute. Stolp, Snargle, there is a special proposition to get something very strong from the bartender for only a small amount of 50 coins.
50 coins?
50 coins
How we
for
would even test that?
mystery bottle.
Well, I have 53, so that should be enough.
Well, I also have
Okay, sure, I will donate.
50.
If this is somehow helps our goal, I will donate.
Oh no, it's purely for recreation.
What do
Probably
you
the
mean for
opposite.
recreation? Fucking pour that shit into one of the guards and yeah, take his place.
That's a plan. And it also avoids killing the guard. So, like a compromise in our plan, understand?
Yes, I guess. In your great wisdom of ages.
Well then, do we split the cost or?
I can fucking cover the cost if no
Okay,
one
okay,
it.
okay. As my sign of gratitude, I promise not to kill anyone for one day.
That is probably excessive. But yeah,
Hmm.
sure. Go ahead.
Wait. I look through the window of the tavern to look at the other tavern that we were at a few days ago. Are the guards still there?
Sorry, what?
I look through the window to see the tavern that we were at a few days ago. Are the guards still there?
The guards? No, they're not.
Is the fake bartender still standing on the first floor?
No, he's not.
Oh. Well, either they found out he's fake, or he passed out. Anyway, I guess I take the money and buy the mystery bottle.
Okay. You buy. So essentially, it's an alcohol that you have to roll immunity -3. And if you don't succeed on it, you completely pass out.
Mm-hmm.
But as you drink, it tastes heavenly, as if you died went to heaven and returned back.
Is the bartender explains all this?
Yes.
Just the thing that I needed. So, how did you even get this bottle?
Let's just say I had a dwarf friend that was an alchemist slash drunkard slash beer maker. He distilled it into perfection, used herbs and other materials to, well, commit some bits of heresy as well to the Dwarven ale standards to create something even more extreme that the dwarves themselves fear.
Yeah, okay, sounds like some kind of dwarven legends. So I take the bottle, come back to the table. Okay, this is utter poison. Dwarven liquor is shite, so don't drink it. But we'll have to give it to the guards somehow. And I'm pretty sure they will all take a shot and pass out. And that is our way in. Do we do this today, or we wait for Rosarius to return on his own for the night?
I guess we try that.
Right now?
I mean, you have something better to do?
You just see Stolp staring at the bottles, drooling.
No, Stolps. This is dwarven alcohol.
Mm,
This is pure shit.
I'm
It's
partially
heretical
both.
Dwarven alcohol.
Are you trying to make him drink it?
No.
Yeah, you're just convincing me.
Yeah, that is a very poor understanding of psychology. Uh, whatever that is. Uh, okay, we will find you another bottle after we find our mate and save him from captivity. Mates before bottles.
Okay.
Well done. I guess we go. But before we go, I guess I should heal you guys.
That will
Oh,
be
fuck.
Will be
very
nice.
nice.
Why did the GM say "oh fuck" on the preposition of healing people?
Another tavern massacre.
Also, like, keep in mind where you are, and casting
I
spells is obvious.
I understand that we are not casting spells right here, but more like on the road when we are not seen.
Yes, let's go behind the dumpster.
This whole place is a dumpster. Dumpsters
No.
weren't invented yet.
Um,
Got the
There's
drugs. Let's go behind the dumpster.
There's horse
That
manure on the
pile-
road.
that pile of refuse over there, which stretches out to the roof and should be high enough to cover us.
Right. Well then, let's go.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
GM, as we are out of sight and nobody follows us, I cast a healing spell. Is that okay?
Sure. Do you have mana for it?
Yes.
I thought you had. Oh, okay.
He
I have
slept since
slept
then.
Oh,
and have regained 9 mana and spent 2, which means I have
okay.
8.
That's quite a lot. I thought you only regain less, but okay.
Well,
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm a magical being.
Yeah,
I'm
sure,
a magical being.
Just you know your character. Just
So some people rely on sources for magic. Well, I'm kind of different. So
you're special.
I'm special. Yeah.
very,
Mentally
very
challenged.
special.
Well then, that is a first roll to heal Stolps. It costs 1 mana.
Yes.
Tulps, you're healed for 15 health.
Shit, nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm at 25 now.
Okay.
Restore body 1 mana.
I have a spell book
Hmm.
which has destroy body, but it kind of lets me still use it for restore body.
Okay.
Anyway, Armand, you are healed for 13.
Nice rolls.
That I am now at the magnificent 2 HP.
What, you need more?
Well, yes, that would be nice.
Okay, you do remember what happened last time I overused spells, right?
Uh, well, I guess we have it worked out.
No, Solaris is in jail. Come on.
And a lot of
Also,
civilians died.
no, fuck the civilians. Nobody cares about those.
Apparently, the locals do.
No, they are here only to oppress us. That's all.
Who? The locals?
Yes. 12 health more.
Wait, you. Okay.
Also, dude, you need to heal yourself. You have a grave wound. Oh wait, no. Okay, at that point we forgot how it works. You don't have grave wound. Well,
Okay,
you were
so
still injured, but yeah.
Actually, I healed my grave wound
Okay, cool.
and restored myself to full health.
Okay.
am I getting my 12 HP?
Yes.
Thank you, I'm at full HP.
Well,
You are quite effective, my friend.
thank you. Well then, don't expect me to do any more miracles because I'm at 5 mana left.
Well,
Unless, my name is Wish Granter and I can grant wishes, but that's beside the point. Like, one guy came to me and said, I wish I was a fish, and I made him a fish. That happened many years ago.
and you still remember it and treasure it as your dearest
Yes.
friend.
I treasure all wishes I make.
So that is what it is to be an elf. I think I'm actually starting to appreciate my humanity.
Yeah, okay then. Do we go? Do we go? Please tell me that we go.
What do you mean?
Yes, you go. You reach
Okay.
the place.
Okay. So, do I remember any guards that were inside the jail and are probably on the leave right now? I've been spectating this place for one night.
Do you have perfect recall or total recall or whatever it's called?
No, but I have sharp sight.
Well, the problem is they're humans, and all humans look the same.
Yeah, that is true. Okay then. Guys, I can't recall any human guard faces.
I can bring you one.
Wait, you want...
Go ahead. Bring me a guard. And I
Even
sit
a
down,
guard's
waiting.
face.
A guard's face, even better. But
Okay,
but
well,
it would be
Well,
better if
well,
it's still attached to the body.
okay, that wasn't the plan all along. Like, I legit wanted to make to go meet them as them.
Oh. So wait, what's your plan?
I guess we go and be like, oh, guards, we actually acquired this nice liquor. Since you were such gracious hosts, I would like to drink it with you and congratulate you on keeping the order in this here place, because As traveling adventurers, we see many cities and many guards, and you guys are just the paragons of virtue and order keeping and faces of the law out here.
How sure that this will work? How sure are you that this will work? That's the question.
Um, well, I do think that they're doing a great job over here. So I'm being actually quite honest about it.
Okay.
Look, we weren't like thrown into like the shit pit. We weren't marinated. Like the local lord didn't come to like have the right of the first night with our asses, like as we were kept there. Like we weren't like horribly abused. We weren't tortured even. They just very nicely questioned us and seemed like they are actually trying to get to the bottom of it. Also, they seem to be really into the idea of keeping their well commoners safe, which is a bizarre concept, but I guess
You see the merit in it, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So very liberal, very progressive. I guess we just go talk to them. And have you ever seen a guard who refuses a free drink?
That is also a nice argument. Well then, Armand, I fully trust your plan. All I can offer is a nice beatbox while you try to charm the guards.
I, let's hope I'm not too charming. Uh, okay, sure. Basically, yeah, let's go towards the guards. Then,
Okay. I give you the bottle, and I do Bard's inspiration on Nargle.
oh, thank you.
The guards hear it and say, "Silence over there."
Well, as it turns out, I didn't want to intrude upon your silence, but we have a bottle here, and me and my companions over here were just uh, struck with how good you guys are at your job. The
Slightly yawns and says, "Good at the job."
well,
Um.
yes.
Oh,
Look at
haven't I
yourself.
seen you before somewhere? He
Yes,
looks at Sobes.
we were just,
Oh,
as I was
what?
saying, we were just in your captivity. And being adventurers and having traveled around, as you see, I'm a noble from a distant land. I have quite a lot of space to compare you to the other guards and other cities, and you are just the paragons of the law compared to them. Like the way you guys manage the place is just chef's kiss.
Just
So, and
Get
considering the
on with
way,
it. I don't have all the time hearing this rabble.
so I bought a bottle of the most expensive liquor I could find around here, and I wanted to share it with you.
You're good. I'll take it.
Well, yes, this is the liquor, and just again, I would like to say how grateful we are that you guys are around and you keep the word of the law going and protect the commodores.
Okay, he takes the entire bottle and says, "Timmy, you coming with me tonight? Tell some others. After the shift, we're gonna drink the hell out of this, okay? Now don't tell the superiors, I'm gonna hide it for now." And he goes inside to put a bottle away.
just a minute, kind sir. When exactly does your shift end?
In a few hours.
Ah, good.
Not in the shift at all.
This reminds me of one time I was playing Vampire the Masquerades, and I came to a gang, and I had to convince them to arm up and do an ambush for a taxi that was going to drive to a street. I go in and say, "Hey, do you remember those guys we are at war with?" Who? Well, you remember those. The Chinese. Yeah, the Chinese. Yeah, they're coming to get us. We have to arm up.
That makes so much sense.
Anyways, the guard goes hide the bottle somewhere and comes back. Well, thanks for the gift.
Well, I wish you good day,
Um,
night,
would
whatever
it
it
be
is.
too much? Would it be too much to ask to visit a friend within a jail?
Oh, fuck that. I don't want to get,
Mm,
Okay,
understandable.
we will take our leave. Like my friend is just tired and he just I called you a friend. That is a change in my character. Yes, let's just go, guys.
I'm getting tired of all this walking back and forth.
Well,
So, what do you do?
We wait for the end of the shift.
Okay, 1 hour
Yeah, okay,
passes.
well, while we leave, I mean, while we further away from those guards, I ask, so if they're gonna start drinking when they shift, and does that not mean that the shift will change and somebody else will take their place?
That is a nice.
Ow, something hurt in my head.
well, yes,
That is a nice thing to notice.
again, remember the plan about the favorite cap that belonged to your whore of a mother.
Good.
As
What?
well, your prison guard, like who else would be your mother? That is just common logic. Like you're a low-born prison guard. You're probably a son of a whore. Like why else would you be? I mean, okay, sure enough, you could be like some peasant or whatever. That's even
or
worse. But aren't they all whores anyway? What do I know?
or
I'm very confused.
or I took a very good look at the guard face, the one we talked with. I could change into him and sneak in. We are quite sure he will be drunk somewhere in the jail, so nobody will question my presence here.
Alright.
Essentially, the guards, other group of guards come in, show signs, essentially says hi. Those guards
Hi.
go inside, take the bottle, and essentially leave. You see as the guards that you met before leaving.
Right,
Well,
so the guards we met before leave. So who opens the button? The bottle, the new shift?
No, no, no. They leave with the bottle in their hands.
Yeah, they said they're gonna drink it after their shift.
Not
you
in the
didn't
jail.
expect that?
Yeah.
That that went over.
Okay, Armand. For next time, we take a mug, pour, and then offer them to drink.
Do you
That
want to
would
go and buy
be
another bottle of the drink?
making guards in a prison drunk during their shift. Like that might actually hurt the authority of local nobles. Why would they
Mm.
ever do that?
Yeah, this is no ordinary jail. This is like a jail for nobles or something.
Uh, I mean, they received me graciously enough. Like, why would they mess up their whole system over here? So, as
Well,
I
okay,
said,
okay. Wait. What if they get so drunk there's no the next shift?
what
What if they go home, get wasted, and don't come back for the next shift?
is that booze so strong that it takes a person out for like a few days.
Well, the bartender told me that you literally die drinking it.
Was that what he said?
That's how he said it.
Okay, no, no, like you said, that you feel as if dying and rebirthing, but the out of body experience is probably enough to keep a person out of it for a long time.
Look, me and my mates back in the day, we tried a lot of herbs that the local herbalists have provided. Like, if you are a noble kid, you just sometimes have adventures. So sometimes you take a thing and it's like a 15-minute experience and you feel like you
Mhm.
died, met like gods, went on like astral journey or whatever. uh, then you piss yourself, shit yourself, vomit all over, and you're fine. Sometimes it's like you take something and it's like a 10-hour experience. So considering that we have no way of trying this thing out, how would you even know?
Sorry,
Mhm.
but could we try progressing the story?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So how do we salvage this situation? Do we still kill the guards, please?
What? Okay, but guards are out of the picture. If you want to go murder them at their homes when they're drunk, sure, do that.
But we didn't achieve anything. It's the
Well,
same
again,
amount of guards inside the jail.
go imitate the guard. Say that you forgot something inside, that you need to go back.
All right.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the clothing. Oh, so he's in his civilian clothing because he was
Yeah,
fighting.
that's okay. I take a very good look at the guard, the one that
Which
talked with
guard?
us, the one that talked with us, the one with the bottle.
So you run to him to look at him.
No, no, I think he's still like there. No.
Well, he was leaving.
Okay, did I looked at him enough to change into him?
I guess, but he's
Okay.
He planned
hurt.
for it. Honestly, he planned for it,
Yes.
right? That was
Yes.
one of the
Yeah.
plans. So
But
Yes.
he's also with his guard uniform still.
Hmm. Well then, let's assume he walks to his house for 1 hour, then 1 hour returns in his other clothing, his drinking clothing, whatever. I already turned into him. No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Let me roll.
probably.
Let me roll for that. There's a disturbance in the force.
Game.
I guess. Wait. That refines my mana. I just can try again. Why do I roll even? Okay.
I don't know, there should be some kind of penalty for rolling.
mes actually pridėjom naują dalyką, man atrodo, like for magic rolls, if you fail in the encounter, ten dabar nepamenu, mes kalbėjom lyg ir arba auto successas, arba tu tiesiog jeigu failini, there is a reason why that spell doesn't work that in that moment. So
So I
No,
guess it's auto suck then.
I think it should be out to suck. Anyway, I look like that guard.
Yes, you
Oh,
do.
with precise word and everything. I even sound like him.
Yes.
Oh, look at me, I'm retarded.
I'm Timmy!
Well then, we wait for 2 hours and I approach the gates.
Okay, you approach.
Looking as if I'm super in a hurry.
What are you still doing here?
Oh guys, I forgot my mug inside the jail. It's very special mug. My mom made it for me.
Sure, but try. Well, don't let our captain see you, I guess. He's gonna get our heads.
Oh, the captain is here. Okay. And I go in.
What do you mean the captain is always here? But anyways,
Like
don't take too
24/7. He
long.
lives here.
Can't actually get alive.
You
And I
get
guess
inside.
okay.
I look for Solarius.
How do you look?
Okay, where do you look?
Well, they said something about being on the third floor, so that is not where Solarius is. He is not on the first floor because we were taken to the second floor. So I look on the second floor.
Okay, some guards approach and say, "What are you doing here?"
I just forgot some stuff. I'll just take them and be on my way. Can't find it anywhere.
Maybe it would be better to, well, ask us. We will look for you. It's quite, well, you shouldn't be here at this hour.
Well, I don't want to trouble you guys.
Sure, I'm the captain. Well, he's currently in his rooms, but be careful.
Well, if you really wish to help me, could you perhaps distract the captain somehow so he doesn't notice me?
As we said, the captain is in his room, so shouldn't be a problem.
Right. I thought maybe like you going to his room and have a chat with him about pay
A
raise.
chat with the captain?
Yes. Don't you do that? He's a pretty
Well,
nice guy,
I'd
actually.
rather avoid doing that.
Alright, fine. Well, anyway, I'll just grab my mug and I'll be on my way. Can't find it anywhere.
Have you looked in the canteen?
Canteen. Right. Yeah, let's go to the canteen.
Yeah, they take you to the canteen
Hmm.
Why would
and
they
looks
take you
around.
to him? Okay, never
What?
mind. I'm not here. Doesn't matter. Do your thing.
Says, doesn't look like the mug is here anywhere.
Yeah, maybe somebody took it because I already been at the canteen and well, I couldn't find it. I already searched the first floor. Maybe it's on the second floor.
But what? How does that mug look like? We have never
It's
seen you with a special mug of yours.
oh well, it is a very treasured possession of mine. My mother made it for me. It's
So-
made out of clay.
So you have never
Handmade.
used that mug, or what? What?
I'm very secretive about it, so nobody takes it.
Okay.
However, some fucking snake, probably found it, and now is using it instead of me.
I don't fucking know. Like,
Look, just don't trouble yourself. Just go back to doing whatever you do. I'll be quick. If I don't
Sure.
find it, I'll leave.
If anything happens, we have not seen you.
Right. And I haven't seen you.
Okay, go.
Where the fuck is Solarius? Is he on the second floor?
You go on the second floor.
Yes.
You see even more guards. This looks like an office of sorts.
I just walk around as if I belong here. That's all.
Should there be a role? I guess socialize to look like you still fit in. Well-
Wouldn't there be like some sort of a book where they keep names or something and cells?
Yeah,
that would mean they are organized. Do you believe they are organized?
Do they seem organized to you right now? Actually,
No.
Essentially, role
No?
socialize to pretty much fit in with no issues, without any questions.
Okay, look, do I get bonuses for looking exactly like the guy they know?
Well, you don't get any penalties.
Okay. 6 dice. Damn, boy, a triple.
Yeah, you succeed. You walk around, some question you, but they don't seem any suspicious. You go through the second floor and you're certain Solarius is not there.
Well, shit. First floor? Or you know what? Since I already fit in, I just asked. So remember those mages they arrested at the tavern?
Mages? Oh, right. Those. Weren't they released or something? Oh no, right. There was this one guy. What about them?
One guy. What do you mean one guy? They didn't release somebody?
I'm not sure about the details, but I heard the priest, the chaplain, is checking on him for more information. I heard he found a lead of sorts that
Hmm.
might prove his innocence or guilt, depending on it.
Do you know where he is held? I just want to avoid that place because mages is not my thing at all.
Where he's held, I don't know. I haven't seen him. Probably should ask.
Well,
The
maybe.
captain probably would know, but
Well,
why do
maybe
you care?
I just want to avoid him. Do you perhaps know the floor he is in, so I wouldn't go to that
Probably
floor?
in the cell.
In the cell. Good thing I'm not planning to go to the cell. Well, goodbye then. I go to the cell. I have to go, and I go.
Yeah, as you go, there's a cell entrance, and there's a guard standing next to the entrance and says, Johnny, what the fuck are you doing here? Haven't your shift ended hours ago?
Yes. I went to my home, I saw that I'm missing my favorite mug that my mother made me, and I'm looking for it, and the cellar is the only place I haven't checked.
Well, I can assure you that there's no mugs in the cellar.
Are you sure? It's very important to me.
Yes, I'm sure.
Let me just take a look, and I'll be on my way.
Sorry, but I cannot allow you to do that.
Mm. Mm. It would be a shame of killing him.
Well, you could ask him to go with you, like he could go with you.
Mm. I let out a deep.
Enter the cell.
Yeah, I take a deep sigh. I go somewhere where there is a window that overlooks where the rest of the group are.
Well, just to throw it out, by the way, now at least you know where I am in the
Yeah.
building.
Yeah. Anyway, do I find such a window?
Yeah, you get onto the floor, upper floor essentially, and you go inside one of the rooms. Looks like some kind of hall where they hold documents.
Juicy. Anyway, I look through the window. Do I see Stolps and Armand?
Do you stand next to a window on the side
Well,
or
yeah.
next to the entrance?
Uh,
Tubbs and Armand, where do you stand?
There's a designated observation spot which isn't too close, not too far away.
yeah, I don't see a reason why.
Essentially, imagine. Well, I'll probably should draw somewhere else. But if you're standing next to the entrance, then you won't see them. If you stand next to the wall, then you will.
I'm pretty sure they would not stand near the entrance because that's where the guards are, and they
That's
probably.
just
okay.
weird. Like,
Yeah,
why
that
are
would
you
be
Let's say
standing
weird.
there?
you. Okay, let's say you see them, but they're quite a bit far away.
I wave. I wave of them.
Guys, you see a shadow of sorts moving within the windows.
Is it elven shaped?
No,
Or guard
it's not.
shaped?
It's a guard.
Or
Yes,
guard
guard
I
shape.
do like science. DAR.
Well, one of them might understand you.
Okay, sure.
I
That
do this. I do this.
okay. There's probably only one weirdo out there who is weird enough to do those weird signs.
Yeah, let's
So
approach
okay,
him.
I signed that he has our.
Let's just approach the window.
No. I did this.
Okay, stop.
I show like you
Me?
here.
Me? Him?
Yeah, you here.
You mean that I pointed the big guy?
Yes.
Okay, sure. He probably wants you to come closer to where he's
Yeah.
pointing.
If you start walking, I show no.
Yeah, so I'm confused.
Okay, sure.
What
He
should I
Roll
doesn't
do?
want that.
intelligence or
He
lose one
doesn't want that.
sanity.
He
Intelligence.
doesn't want that. Exactly what is
Okay,
the
I start blowing hot air on the window and writing. Do you want to go inside?
I'm not sure.
Do we want to go and how would we signal? I'm like, I shrug. I shrug.
I nod if I understand what is written.
Well, I tell you that
Oh,
that's what
okay.
he's
Then
writing.
yeah, I nod.
Okay, I blow some more hot air and write. You sure?
What's exactly? How do you expect us to answer that? I mean, I shrug again.
Stolps, you say yes. You want to go inside, right?
Yep.
I reconsider. If I teleport you inside, I won't be able to teleport me and Solarius out. And
So-
you. There starts mana economy.
For exactly what do you expect us to even do there?
Kill. Okay, no wait. I promise not to kill anyone.
So can you seriously, with all of your elven wisdom, you can't find a way to
Are you
extract
having
a
a
guy?
conversation remotely?
No, it's just
No. He just screams this, and knowing him,
Well-
I know what he screams. So
basically I'm gesticulating like I understand. Well, probably okay. Just
you know what? You know what? I flip you guys off, and I go back to the guard in the cellar.
that I'm okay. I hope he didn't go native.
Go native. I arrive to the guard, and I say, "Look, man," and I touch his shoulder.
What
I
do you want?
really need to go inside. Rule mind.
Okay, resist. Let me
No,
check.
not rule mind. Break mind.
Okay, let me find.
What's the goal? What
No.
are you doing exactly?
I'm driving him insane.
Oh,
Okay, so if he's throwing his shit around,
Mm,
that's basically
-2.
-2. Oh, right. Right. There's a thing.
willpower divided by 4 damage.
Mhm. Willpower divided by 4 damage.
Spell power divided by 4.
Damage. That is 2 damage.
Sanity.
Yeah, he means he
succeed.
loses 2 sanity. How
Which
much
will-
sanity would he have?
Well, it will trigger some effects, man, remember?
Right.
It's a whole thing now.
You know what?
God.
Rule mind instead.
Okay, it's
Well,
still
but
2.
he could go interesting.
Nobody
Also-
has time for that.
Also, quick note: are you just walking up and suddenly start uttering magical words and doing signs and shit? Because that's how casting looks like.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but it's technically surprise round, so he will be. Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Just touch him. I really need to go inside. Holla, hey. Anyway, yeah. Destroy mind. Shadow. Скотина.
But you destroy, not rule?
Destroy. You said you wanted it interesting. So that's 2 sanity lost, which brings him to 2 sanity rolls to get mental traumas.
And how does that work?
You take the remaining sanity after 2 loss and roll twice. Each time you fail, he gets mental trauma.
Well, sanity, basically, current sanity makes a dice pool, so you roll to resist mental trauma.
Okay, let's say he has that amount of sanity, so he now has. So I roll this amount that he has right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, after 2 sanity lost.
Okay, 2 times, right? Or once?
Yes. 2 times.
He succeeds.
Motherfucker.
And he fails.
Roll 1d10.
Oh wait, no. The second one I reroll because it was with 1. He still fails.
Okay. How does getting mental trauma works?
1d10.
I don't fucking know.
1d10.
Okay, 1d10.
This doesn't help you.
What does he get?
Depression. So
Actually, this might.
This actually might help, dude.
Wait, is it crippling depression or just depression?
He is permanently depressed until he recovers from depression like a normal person would.
out of nowhere, just like bang, not a sneak on,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Bang! No motivation to live.
He essentially puts his hand. For fuck's sake, can you just leave me alone? Just let me do my job, go back to home to my fucking wife. I'm tired of this shit.
Please, I really need to go inside. And I'll leave. I promise.
He looks at you and. Why should I give a fuck about you? Come on.
Exactly, don't give a fuck. Just let me in. Don't give a fuck. It takes no effort. I just go in and go out.
He thinks about it. Fuck. He continues to think about it. I don't know, man. Can you just, I don't know, wait here, I'll get your mug or whatever you need and just. I don't want to let you in just without any approval. I have as much trouble anyways.
Can I go with you?
Sure.
We go in.
Stands up and you go in.
Oh, what?
You go in.
Only me?
With him, with the guard.
Okay. Yeah. I look for Solarius. Where is that mug?
There's multiple cells. There's also quite a few guards here.
Oh, come on. I gave a guy a depression. Do you know how many years it takes to cure depression?
But
There's
if you said one when I was asking, one guy
there's
patrolling.
a table. Some guards you see playing poker and ask, "Why did you allow him?" Well, and the guard answers, "Well, he's looking for your mugs, for his mug. So, just have you seen his mug?" They nods and no. He looks at you. Well, they haven't seen your mug, so
Well,
there's
maybe
no mug here.
maybe it's somewhere here. Just let's look. It takes just a few seconds.
Listen, there's no mug here. Come on, I'm tired.
What other facts I can give you, sir?
You mean
Well done.
by very obviously casting another spell?
No, not here. Definitely not here.
Oh yeah, if he goes away and then comes back again, that is going to look so convincing.
Can we go now?
Look, just tell him that it's not worth. He's taking the path of most resistance. The path of
Larius, you hear in the distance someone talking about some mugs.
I guess I am bored, so I walk to the bars and try to see what's up.
And I'm like, there's the mug. Upon seeing
Darian, roll
Hilarious
awareness.
face.
Roll awareness.
Okay. For me?
Yes. I won't give you any penalties.
Oh no.
No, you don't see your mug.
I don't see my mug. Well done. Well, then I guess my mug is not here. I should go back drinking. But thank you for letting me in. I'll bring you a shot of the thing we got.
Yeah, I hope you do.
Yeah, I have a hunch you'll be drinking a lot in coming days.
He sighs. My wife's gonna kill me anyway, so why bother? Can we go now?
Yes, we should go. And unless my mug somehow finds me and sees me, he should make himself known.
Solarius, you hear about that.
To be fair, this is just a weird random guard guys talking about a mug. Like, I don't know how I would
Well,
work out anything here. So.
well, to be fair, this random guard is dressed exactly like Darion the Wish Granter. Like, same pouches, same 2 books on his waist.
Okay, I thought you were dressed like the guy.
I have no such equipment, sir.
Well, if that's the case, then I would wave my hands outside the bars real quick.
Okay, Darian, roll +2 as you're about to leave.
And that would go in a coughing fit.
There's your mug.
There's my mug. Too bad I can't break him free unless I get Stulbs here. But then, the 3 of us will not escape this prison. I guess I walk out of the cellar.
Okay.
I
Essentially,
walk.
he locks the door.
Yeah. Yeah, well, take care of yourself, okay?
Sure, thanks.
Also,
Whatever.
yeah. Also, the thing that you noticed, I showed this very intentionally. Like when I pushed out my hands quickly. Yeah, the manacles.
The manacles, yeah. Okay, so I go back to the window. Do I still see my friends?
Yes, you still see your friends.
If I teleport near them, will others see that?
You can wait till no one's around. You pretty much have the area.
You just walk out. Why would you teleport to them?
Alright. I could walk out.
Like,
You
bad elf
simply walk
already.
out. One of the guards ask, "Did you find your mug?"
I didn't find it.
Well, sucks.
Yeah. I
Maybe
have
you
a...
have left it at home.
Maybe. And I go behind the corner and tell my guys to come.
If you've seen, if you've seen him, maybe we can walk on that side of the building, and maybe there's a window or something. You can...
Yeah, I have seen Solarius in the cellar.
Are you by chance good at climbing?
No.
It's in a so I
Yeah.
understand it's an underground, right?
Yes.
No.
So there will be no windows, or is it like half underground?
Let me paint you a picture. Where's the...
Anyway, guys, I
Yeah.
should be going.
Yeah.
It's been too long.
Yeah, well, I can quickly show you what he means. So there is a ground level, and then there is basically that's the ceiling, and then there is like a small window through which I get light in the air.
Where are you showing this?
Yeah.
Well, not nowhere anymore.
Okay.
No one would have seen it because you were on a different screen. So
Oh, then
Okay.
everyone else? Ah, I didn't know that.
yeah. So essentially, this is how it looks like. So you guys are here.
I'm
There's
not
a
seeing
window,
anything. I'm seeing
and
back.
No, zoom out.
pretty much this is the cell.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. It was
So
glitching back.
And this is
Yeah.
street level. This is the floor, the
Oh.
ground. So this is the building,
Deep
and
underground.
yeah, and this is the roof, the ceiling of my cell, basically. And there is a
The red
window
line
here.
is the ceiling.
Yeah, this is the ceiling. This is the
Oh.
ground, and this is basically my ceiling is just above the ground, and there is a window there. Basically,
well,
by
the
your
window
feet,
is
there's gonna be a
pretty
window.
much, yeah, a
So
bit higher, but
Okay.
Žodžiu, kaip
Can
standartinis
we-
rūsys.
Can we approach that window?
it's high up and it's
high up.
small.
Okay.
So
Yeah, but it's not high up for us. It's
No, he's saying that it is. I misunderstood. Yeah.
it's 2 meters and a bit.
Wait, it's 2 meters and for the prisoner.
No,
No,
for you
you.
guys. So
For
just
us.
stand on Stoltz's
For the
shoulders,
prisoner,
man.
it's even higher.
So how
Okay.
tall is the
He
ceiling
said
there?
4 meters.
4 meters.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Whoever designed this place was fucking nuts.
Eh,
This is no elven
It's
architecture.
It's waste of space.
Yeah, waste of stone and effort.
I mean, it has, some conceptual beauty to it. I can appreciate how they want to re-educate the weaker minds of the commoners with it. So
I
Right.
mean, it's not that high. I can just, I don't know, somebody can stand on my shoulders.
yeah,
Right.
we can find.
But if we do that, will we be seen?
Yes.
If we do that at night?
Yes, there are still guards patrolling the outside.
We can be stealthy about it, or you can cast some bullshit.
Or distraction.
Yeah.
Perhaps we can break the wall?
I mean,
You could.
It could be noisy, and unless you
And
know
then
a quiet
run
way
through
to
the
do that.
streets.
Just be careful not to crush the Solarius with the rubble down below.
He will be fine.
Can you
I've seen
turn
him take way worse
Can you
and
turn him
somehow
into?
survived.
Can you shrink him?
Yes.
So yeah, you can shrink him, and then we lift him on a rope.
Or I could shrink him, then levitate him out of the cell and return his body to normal.
Yeah.
Or I could teleport him.
Yeah.
All I need is line of sight.
Okay.
Donate, if I cast see body to see Solarius, can I cast then other side-based spells on him?
If you can see him even through spells, I think you could.
Okay. I need one night's sleep, and I'll rescue Solarius.
Well, let's hope, because otherwise he might be in trouble, and that would
Or we buy a mana potion and rescue him right now.
I mean, can we buy a mana potion? Is it like evening? Is everything closed?
Shouldn't. I don't know.
Ask the GM, the person who rules the world.
Yes, I'm
I'm
asking.
waiting for the answer.
You could buy a potion, I guess, but it's late at night. What the fuck late night potion shops do you know?
The
Wait,
illegal ones.
actually, if like the potion maker, well, the alchemist, is working from home, then they probably live like above the store or whatever. And why the
Yeah.
fuck wouldn't you be like, oh yes, we have a great need for, well, there is a pregnant lady and we need magic to make her give birth without complications. Please sell us this potion. We pay you double for it or something like that. Yeah, makes sense.
Good luck with that.
You know what? They didn't kill him today, they won't kill him during the night, so let's go to sleep. It's cheaper to sleep.
Hush, little baby, don't you cry.
I go to the tavern. I lay down and I sleep.
Okay, you go to sleep, session end.
Okay.
Next session, Solari from his jail cell.
Okay, this was a legit, like, this made me nostalgic for Blades in the Dark. That was a legit heist mission.
I was a bit lost inside the jail. I was not sure what my mission is. It was just scouting or killing everyone or
Your mission was
breaking.
scouting, essentially. Like,
Okay.
that's all you really needed.
But somehow I wanted to go in and solve everything, so.
You
And
didn't.
also, to be fair, you cast a spell in front of a guard, and that was lucky that it
Yes.
didn't have consequences.
Well, maybe Jimmy just does that. Maybe he just touches people and just does random shit, and that guy.
Or that guy is just a depressed civilian that
You,
decided to go to militia to get some more money and doesn't give a shit because he's now depressed.
like,
Yeah.
just fucking play
You
into
have
depression.
depression.
Like, be like, oh no, it's not worth living. Like, if I were you and living, working this dead end job with your ugly ass wife and like with whatever children that hate you, I'd be going to the like to the outhouse and fucking drown myself in the shitter or whatever.
Yeah,
How much XP, by the way?
I actually wanted to drive him to suicide once we enter, but then I saw that there's more guards inside, and I was like, no, I'm not removing this guy without.
So you can't like steal his image.
Also, remember that ruling mind would not give you complete control over him.
Yes, that's why I opted for destroy mind. I hoped he would go schizophrenic or something, or some other malady.
Well,
How him actually having voices in his head,
Yeah,
random voices that you don't control, would help in your situation.
I
Or like,
don't
I
maybe a
think you
don't
like
know.
depression.
A diversion for
Maybe
sure.
self harm or something, or
like
phobia, whatever.
phobia, yes, of you. Okay, phobia of you that can be used. Phobia of I don't know
Well,
women.
if he got paranoia though, like you were definitely not getting in.
Okay, actually, mechanical question. Do you know what you gave him? Because like that sounds like if it's a random effect that the player shouldn't even know.
I would say probably you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
wouldn't know, but let's just say Darian deduced from his sad voice.
Well, if you're a schizophrenic and you're like, oh yes, I have. I mean, okay, yeah, fair enough point. Good point. Depression would be hard to miss.
How much XP?
3 XP.
Okay.
I
Well-
honestly hope that everyone would have exited the jail cells, but
I feel like I've deserved that 3 XP. I worked hard for it.